So, Sony's got an evil plan to monetize its install base. Its PlayStation install base. Oh, and ROG Ally price increase. Yikes. Let's get to it, baby. Yeah.
Wake up, it's a brand new day. Crazy Lou's here, got something to say. Good morning, gamers, rise and shine. It's time to play, let's have a good time. Morning, gaming community. With Crazy Lou, it's a world of unity. Upbeat and lively, we're feeling so free. In the world of games, we're just meant to be. Grab us coming and eat up scene. Crazy Lou is ready, fix it, game and scene. Roomies trading people, orders in. All recent gaming, go, fix it, A top beam. Good morning, coming, moving. It's a world of unity. Upbeat and lively, we're feeling so free.
Initiating launch sequence.
Let's begin. Good morning. Also, afternoon, evening, go crazy one with show beautiful and awesome. Wednesday chat. How are you guys this morning? Sorry for being a bit late. Just a teensy little bit late today. Yeah, I had a couple phone calls to do. You know how life is. Because, when you're about to do a show, it's always something, right? It's always something. But either way, though, we're here and we're live and we're going to have some fun, baby. We're going to have some fun because today we are going evil enough. Chat, listen. I warned him. I warned him a long time ago. I warned him. I warned him. I warned him. Remember when Xbox had an increase on Game Pass and they were all out there, cheering, going around saying, take that, like, and I said, listen, I'm thinking PlayStation is going to do the same thing. I mean, I read in several reports that going to look into it, to increase more the PS Plus and all this stuff. And now it seems like it's going to be confirmed because it's a way for them to battle the RAM prices. Can you all believe that, chat? Oh man, I warned them. I warned them. I warned them. And also, chat, we're going to read about how the Xbox Ally has had a price in piece in uh, uh, had a price increase only in one region, but yeah, let's go into it because like I said, this is gonna be one weird year when it comes to gaming, and it seems like it's looking bad out there. It's starting to look bad, my friends. I mean, you got the PS6 delay, you got all this stuff happening. Leroy Lee with a $1 super chat. He says, like. Thank you for that, Leroy Lee. That's awesome. That's awesome, man. Thanks. So let's see who's in the chat for me to say good morning to. We have in the building. Why so serious? What's up? Why so serious? How you doing? User for games. Hello. Good morning. Pickles 2026 says look up Discord and see what you think about it. What you send? Uh-oh. Don't tell me it's like an indica thing because Pickles, I will kick your butt. I'm not kidding you, Pickles. I will kick your butt. Let me see. Uh-oh. Wait, what? Wait, what? Now this is interesting about them questioning Astrobot on PC, Xbox Insider Hub. Uh-oh. We're going to tackle that shit now. Sony scummy as fuck. But hey, I gotta tell you something, and I'll give them props for this though. Yes, Sony got your evil plans. Yes, Kenneth Williams, man, that's how it is. But yeah, I did see it though. Questioning about Astrobot on PC. Hey, it's good. Got to be coming out there soon, because it ain't selling shit over the PS5. But you know how it is, Chad. You know how it is. You know how it is. But either way, though, let's get into it, my friends. So we start off with this news, and then we're gonna roll in. Little by little, we're gonna roll in with the Sony thing. Of course, I got to do the Doctor Evil laugh for you guys. You guys enjoy it, but yes, let's get to it, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right, where am I? Where am I? Oh, I lost the train of thought right here. Okay, let me take this out. Let me take this out too because I got to see what chat's saying while I read the article. This one goes over here, and this one goes over here. Perfect. Now the you come over here. Got it. And this. Okay. All right. Got it. Let's go. So I normally enjoy tackle a little bit about this, but we didn't like actually tackle it 100%. But let's get to it, my friends. Let's get to it. So we see the Xbox ROG Ally X handheld is getting more expensive in at least one region. The ROG Xbox Ally X has become a bit pricier in purchase in one major region of the globe, as reports claim that the handheld made by Asus and Microsoft had recently become more expensive in Japan. Unfortunately, the reason for the price increase of the Xbox handheld is part of the ongoing trend effect of the entire gaming and tech industries. Yikes! You know what that means, right, chat? RAM. Uh-oh. Where was that, though? Ah, here we go. Initially launched in October 2025, after some delays, the ROG Xbox Ally X is a collaborative product between Asus and Microsoft, drawing inspiration from the Asus ROG Ally handheld lineup. The Xbox One gaming tablets allows users to play PC games on the go. Yes, the ROG Xbox Ally handhelds utilize Windows 11 as the main operating system, meaning launcher Steam, Battle.net, and Epic Game Store can be installed on them. The ROG Xbox Ally lineup also received periodic system updates to improve the performance and add new features for users to pursue. We don't know about the RAM crisis. I'm not going to read about that though. If you guys want to read about it, I'll read about it. But all right, I'll read about it. The ROG Xbox Ally X is more expensive in Japan, while the ROG Xbox Ally X is still available for purchase across the world. The Asus handheld has suddenly become pricier in Japan. As of this writing, the price of the ROG Xbox Ally X has increased from 139,800 yen to 169,800 yen, with taxes included in the new MSRP. The 30,000 yen price jump roughly converts to 195 in short. The new price of the Xbox Ally Ally X in Japan is in an estimated at 1,100 with taxes factored in. Although the MSRP of the Xbox Ally X still is $1,000 as of this writing, and the taxes of fees calculated after can make the price closer to the 1,100 mark. However, the price increase on the Xbox Ally X handle does not extend to the lower spec ROG Xbox Ally handheld, which remains priced at 89,800 yen with taxes included. So, chat, look at this. So, what I'm seeing is we're going to get the price increases over here, right? We already got it over there in Japan. We're seeing that, and that's where it all begins, right? Will we see it around this area? As of right now, we don't know. But, my friends, but. If you're right now in the market to go pick one up, my advice is if you want one, though, you don't have to go get one. I'm not trying to tell you, go buy one right now because you need it in your love and all that stuff, right? No. If you want to get one, go for it. I mean, this is right now the moment to get it because, listen, for what it seems though, and what we're reading here, there is going to be a price increase on this device. As of right now, we don't have it, but it seems like it's going to happen. And chat, you guys got to be ready for anything right now, especially this year, because right now this year, we're going to have one hell of a crazy year in gaming. I'm not kidding you. Because, with reading the PS6 delays, Nintendo Switch looking to increase its prices down the road, it looks like these companies, like always, are after profit. And they're not going to take a loss. Fuck that. I mean, they're looking for ways, just like the way, I was talking to you guys about Sony earlier and thinking about monetizing on his PlayStation 5 install base. But okay, let's keep going. You all did not see that, my friends. It was just chat. That was just, I don't know. It was just like you know, I had an itch in my finger. That's why I had to lift it up like that. Yeah, let's just say it's an itch though. So, what do you mean, well, chat, listen up. Man, why so serious? It's still too early. So, the main reason the price hike is due to a RAM crisis affecting all the parts and tech and gaming industries. Since the fall of 2025, the prices of essential PC components, including RAM and solid state drives (SSDs), has increased by several $100s. Interesting. And yet, there's a company out there that's about to do something about it. Like I said, I don't know why Microsoft didn't focus on that. If I was Microsoft, I would open a couple. If I was Microsoft, I would have said, "Hey, let me open a place to fabricate chips and start selling them." I don't know why they didn't do that. They got the money to do it, but damn it, you know how it is. So let's see now. Where was I? Price hikes were bought on by high demand on RAM and other parts by tech companies such as OpenAI and Google for AI-based data centers infrastructures across the globe. Additionally, RAM manufacturers like Micron have abandoned the consumer market in favor of enterprise customers. The ongoing crisis is also unlikely to be resolved anytime soon. However, it is worth that the Xbox One X has not even seen any price jumps in other countries of this writing. Currently, the Xbox One X was purchased at. Okay, read this again. I'm just gonna repeat this though. Come on. However, the Xbox One X is the only handheld feeding the sting of the RAM shortage crisis, while Steam Deck has sold out completely in the US. Good. And quantities of popular handheld are limited in other parts of around the world. Valve confirmed that its short essential components needed to make more Steam Deck units to meet consumer demand. The component shortage is also responsible for the delay of the upcoming Steam machine, which is now slated to launch within the first half of 2026. Uh-oh. The ongoing RAM crisis may also affect the price of the Xbox products. Rumors stated that the Xbox Series X and S could see a price jump due to RAM shortages and PlayStation 2 in 2026, despite undergoing two price jumps in 2025 as a result of global economic conditions. With the ROG Xbox Ally X being more expensive in Japan, time will tell if it will extend to other nations soon. Oh, there are? Uh-oh. Let's see. Does Xbox pay me for what? Damn. Yo, where my cash at? I'm being serious though. I'm being serious though. Where my cash at, Microsoft? How come everybody says that Xbox pays me, man? I mean, if Xbox paid me, I'll be going nuts. But no, I don't get paid by Xbox. So I don't get paid by Xbox, my friend. I don't. Hey, sinceres, good morning to you. How you doing? So, like I said earlier in my chat, if you want to pick up this device, go for it. Or any device out there, seriously, you're thinking they got the cash, to go pick it up. Go pick it up, my friends. Just go. Go pick it up. No joke. Go and get it. Don't be like sitting there thinking, oh, this is not going to increase the price in the next few months. Hey, man, right now it could. So if you got the cash, we're thinking about it, and you're actually 100% positive you want to go pick up a device, go ahead and pick it up. Like I said, weird year of gimme. So let's see what the chat is saying. All right. So we have here John TJ saying good morning. What's up, TJ? How you doing? The Gen Exchange just dropped recently. Yes, sir. BITW2393 says Xbox ROG expensive ally. Man, let me tell you something. Everything's about to get expensive, my friend. Everything. Still wild that the ROG X was only 900 with tax in Japan up until now. That's 450 less than what I had to pay for one. Mm. Sincere's good morning. He says, howdy, folks, fellow Great Beers podcast hoppers and sneaker lurkers. What's the big gaming news today, or is it too early to ask? Oh, we're going to get into it, baby. We're going to get into it because, I wanted to talk a little bit about the price increase in Xbox Ally and telling, the chat here, if they really, really, really want to go ahead and purchase a machine, it can be the Xbox around Ally X, it could be the Legion Go, it could be that $4,000 devices out there. I forgot the name of it because why the hell am I going to care? Because it's too damn expensive. It's $4,000 for the damn thing. I mean, they better give me some bow chicka bow, in 3D or something. Yeah. But no, it's not giving me that though for $4,000. Man, $4,000 I can go. Man. We got some ponies in here, moderators. You know what to do. Ponies really think my John Wick is exclusive. What? Oh, that John Wick. I said my John Wick. I said Pickles. What you talking about, man? What's up with that though? Uh-oh. They seem mad today. I knew they were going to be mad because they're not going to like what I'm about to say, though. Because, like I said, Sony is planning to milk your money, my friends. And like I said earlier on the show, I said it loud and clear. I warned you loud and clear. That's that. Oh, no, you're not. Okay. I warned you are loud. Oh, because of a name? I could be called PS5 Lou and go troll on other shows, too. I can do that, my friend. Um, but like I said though earlier, I warned you guys several months ago in a report. They were looking at increasing the price over there on PS Plus. They were looking to increase the price on several factors out there, which is coming soon. Thank you for that, Sanchez. Good job at the the pew 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 as they say. So let's see now. Ralph Baer created the first home gaming console, the Magnavox Odyssey, released in 1972. Wait. Oh no, that's every time I hear Magnavox, I remember that commercial from RoboCop, but it's Magnavolt. Yeah, Magnavolt. Dark Zone says, with this RAM and memory issue, it's going to hit PlayStation, Xbox, and Switch are all going to hit you in the pocket. They're not going to lose anymore. 100% Dark Zone, 100%. Ponies talk about exclusives, but don't even buy them. Damn, you bay with the fire right there. That is true 1000% right there. That is so much truth. So, like I said, though, I warned them. I said, listen, I read in some reports, they were looking to increase, the PS Plus. They were looking to increase something, but when was it going to happen? We don't know. But it seems like it's about to happen sooner than later, my friends. It's about to happen sooner or later. It's getting spicy out there. No joke. I mean, we already saw about the PS6 being delayed, and a lot of people out there are trying to defend. Um, Seriously, I'm just gonna drink my coffee. Is Dreamcast a guy a pony? But look at his channel. He kills Xbox every day. Literally, he kills it. Xbox has been dead for him for like 30 years. Yet he has his controller though. Xboxer, you're causing commotion. I'm about to ban you from the channel, bro. You need to chill out. No joke. So, like I was saying, though, right? Pony's always glazing exclusive while sticking to COD year round. The thing is, though, you babe, it's only like a small percentage that cheer for these exclusives. Not everybody cheers for that. But, but, what's funny is that in 2020, when the PS5 came out, we got the $10, thing for the games, right? And yet, they did not fight this. They were okay with it because they were so stuck up on the quality thing. And I told them, you got to fight this. You cannot let this company start charging you. You cannot let these companies do this, do that, because, at the end of the day, if you don't fight these guys, they're going to keep on going. Yet, they kept it going. The only time they fought was because PlayStation promised them. Okay, I did it myself now. So, like I was saying, right? Bring it back in because I hate those distractions, and I'm not going to deal with that today because I know they're going to be mad, of course. So, like I was saying, my chat, where was I? I got lost the train of thought. Let's see now. Pony sing the dumb as they are. Then we say a PS5, but not an Xbox Pony. Okay, back. Okay, back from commercial. All right, pickles, you're good. You're good. You're good. Or even outside trying to store ponies didn't buy that game. Oh damn. Okay, so like I was saying, my friends, right? Why this guy cares so much about what Xbox fans do? I don't know. Replace has been delayed to April 4th. What? It's been delayed again? Ah, Harry, don't give me that. Why do they keep delaying the damn thing? Ponies are weird. Yeah, I don't know why they come up with the name Xboxer and they come over here trying to act like an Xboxer, which we all know we know how they are and they're not. So yeah, I give them a 5 minute timeout, and the next time is permanently banned, my friend. So just warning you right there because you're asking questions that you say you're an Xboxer, but yet it seems like you're not. So let's keep going. But like I said, though, we got the $10 price increase. I told them to fight this off, and the only time they fought it was because Sony promised them Horizon Forbidden West would have been free. That was the only time they got together and fought it. Okay. Then after that, they got the increase on PS5 Plus, and I said, you guys need to fight this because they're not doing nothing for that Plus increase. Because again, what did the Plus do with that increase? They said they were going to bring more content and a whole bunch of stuff to the service. Yet, like 3 months of the year, it looks good. Then the rest is nasty. I'm like, what? Come on. Come on. Come on, man. Come on. hmm And I keep warning them. I keep saying, you guys need to go out there and fight. But you know what they do? They let Sony milk them. That's what they do. Like, okay, here, give me the cash, though. Like the PS5 Pro. I'm going to go to PS5 Pro right now. And I say this about the PS5 Pro. When the console came out, they had to buy the stand. And this is a premium console. I'm not kidding you. This is a console that costs $750. They did not even give them the stand. They did not even give them the disk drive. Look, the disk drive, I understand. No problem. I totally understood the disk drive. It's actually a bright idea because, some people just want digital. And if they want the disk drive, they can get it if they wanted to, right? No problem. But the stand, though? And y'all didn't say, listen, this is a PS5 Pro. It costs $700. Where's the damn stand? At least put the damn stand in the box for us. Or give us another stand in the damn toothpick. But you know what they do? They shut up and went out there and bought it. Yeah, good job, guys. Good job. I'm not surprised if PS Plus will go up in price and will go up. Don't be surprised if Game Pass is another increase. It all going to go up in price. It will not even put the price of games as well. Well, for Game Pass, though, like I said, they better not increase the prices because, to be honest, though, they've done too much increasing this generation. I think that it's the time to stop for a while. So I have a feeling like Game Pass will stop for a while because if they don't, guess what we're going to do, Dark Zone? We're going to be here and we're going to be pissed off about it. We're going to tell them, hey, man, listen, this is not good for the user base. It's not a good thing. I mean, if the games were $100 or $200, I would probably get it. But at the end of the day, though, we're tired of these price hikes. What's going on with this? Come on, stop. Sony charges you for the stand. If you don't buy it, you need to put the console vertical, which leaks the liquid metal. If you put it with the stand or not, it still leaks the liquid metal. On some models, not all models, though. We got to say it the right way, though, like I always say. So, moving on up my chat, because like I said, Sony is being... Wait, what did I put in this thing right here? Oh, crap. What did I put in the Discord? Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, what I do now? Why did I put this in there? Oh, Chad, I did something wrong. But I'll fix it later as soon as the show ends. So let's do this right here. All right, let's start off with this news. And I'll explain to you where did I get the news from yesterday. And it all began right here. And then today, we got Push Square cooking this. So I'll read this one and then I'll head to the Push Square one. Here we go. Sony plans to minimize effects. All right, so there it is. So Sony plans to minimize the effects of memory costs by boosting software and network service revenue, according to CFO. Sony Group released its consolidated financial results for the third quarter of the fiscal year 2025 on February 5th, 2026. As a report by Inside, PS5 lifetime sales have now reached a significant milestone of 92.2 million units sold. However, the hardware manufacturer is now facing a new hurdle, the rising memory prices. Uh-oh. Sony CFO! Oh! Let's go. Sony CFO Lin Tao addressed concerns about procuring memory for the console during the earnings call presentation. According to Tao, the company is already in the position to secure minimum amounts of memory required for the year and sales season in the next fiscal year. Going forward, we intend to further negotiate with various suppliers to secure enough supply to meet the demand of our customers, Tao added. Tao said the company plans to minimize the impact. Listen to this. Tao said the company plans to minimize the impact of rising memory costs by focusing on monetizing the install base and growing software and network services revenue. The recent software performance could suggest early signs of this strategy potential success. Guys, listen to this. Total software sales, right, for the PS5 and PS4 to increase to 97.2 million units, up to 1.3 million from last year's same quarter, 95.9 million. Digital downloads grew by 2%, accounting the 76% of all sales. The number of the monthly active users on the PlayStation Network also rose to 132 million, up from the 129 million in the same quarter last year. The Moment was propelled 1.6 million units in surge in first-party title sales, which reached 13.2 million units following the successful launch of Ghost of Yotei, selling 3.3 million copies, which Tao described as a significant contribution to the financial result of the quarter. Sony's recent strategy in Japan highlights a deliberate pivot toward a digital-first ecosystem to sustain sales momentum. By late 2025, Sony introduced a Japan exclusive digital edition of the PlayStation 5 at 55,000 yen, approximately $350. Another thing they did. Yeah, you guys are not finding this, but okay. Strategically undercutting the price of the standard digital model. This move was Sony's attempt to lower the barrier to entry after the significant 2024 price hikes and incentivize a new wave of hardware adoption. Sony's release of the Japanese exclusive PS5 digital edition at a lower price, the standard edition. Oh Lord, they keep on trying to sell you the whole price thing. As it offered more affordable price point following the 2024 price hikes. This shift was supported by the successful of GEO's PS5 rental service, which enabled the retailers to transition away from declining physical media and provide customers from a cheaper way to access the console. So again, they went down the road with the whole console thing, but look, this is the area that kind of hit me right here. Tao said the company plans to minimize the impact of rising memory costs by focusing on monetizing the install base and growing software and network service revenue. So, chat, what does this mean right here? What does this mean? Simple and easy. What this means, my friends, is that PlayStation is going to grab the install base that they have, which they've been doing, this generation, then they're going to milk them in order for them to face the problem of the rising RAM cost. Instead of them taking the loss, you know what they're going to do, my friends? Oh, baby. So let me bring up the news on what they're going to do so you guys can, you know, see what's happening, which again, I find it hilarious because that area right there, I was like, wow, this is insane. That is such an evil, evil plan because at the end of the day, they're going to take advantage of their install base. Wow. In order for them to keep selling the console? Wow. And this is what they're going to do. Chat, look at this. Look at that. Sony will offset soaring RAM prices by further monetizing PS5 players. Ramping it up. Yes, sir. So let's read this. As we all know by now, the tech industry is in a real bind. Who's calling me though? 1 second. Who's this though? 622-5550. I'll call him back in a minute, my friends. I will. I don't know who it is. So, oh, that's got to be from the bank though. As we know by now, the tech industry is in a real bind. Of course, we know that, right? Demand from AI companies has disrupted the global supply chain of RAM, pushing prices sky high. It's affecting everyone from hobbyist shopping for PC components to giant consumer electronic companies like Sony. Oh, it is? Okay. Last year reported the Japanese giant obtained enough RAM to shield it from the price increases in the short term. And speaking during its earnings call earlier this month, CFO Lin Tao pointed out it has enough memory to see it through 2026 as well. What do you think, chat? Do they have enough memory to go through that as well? But okay, she says it, right? I mean, I don't know. I have a feeling I don't believe in that shit, but okay, let's keep reading. So it says here, right? 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 Going forward, we intend to further negotiate with various suppliers to secure enough supply chain to meet the demand of our customers, she promised. Okay. We already read that earlier. But even though it's okay for now, rising prices are going to put a strain on its business. So how does Sony intend to deal with that? Uh-oh. Well, according to Tao, the company plans to offset surging costs by focusing on monetizing the install base. Damn! Holy shit. Like I said, at least they came out and they were honest about it, but man, too much honesty will cause a commotion. No joke. I mean, why would you say that? I would have said, we're looking for ways, to instead of saying, monetizing the install base, just say we're looking for ways, to fight this rent crisis by or by I don't know, just look up something else. Because you're seriously reading this just tells you on the dot that you guys are going to either increase the PS Plus, lie to the fans again about the PS Plus because that's what you all do. You all lie about it. You tell them, oh, it's to improve the content and services. Bullshit. You did that once and it didn't happen. Because remember that time? I think it was on the. I'm not kidding you. I did it live here and I showed you guys an article that they talked about. I think it was in 2025 around summertime. And I looked for the article in 2022 about how they said the same thing was to make better the content and services on the PS Plus. Bullshit. Come on, man. Not like that though. Come on. This means it wants to extract more dollars from the wallets of existing PS5 owners. Ha! Instead of you all taking that loss. Really. She specifically mentioned growing software and ever revenue, so we could be looking at anything from price increases to PS Plus or to more aggressive efforts to get people spending more money. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yikes. It's going to be interesting to see how it balances the consumer satisfaction with aggressive sales targets. If the RAM price increases to eventually attack Sony's bottom line, then it's going to have to make it back the money somewhere. We're already beginning to hear rumors that the PS6 may be delayed internally, which is going to dramatically upset the platform's orders plans for the next few years. We will give the company some credit though. Uh-oh. See? And this is why. You cannot be saying, let's give it some credit. Why do you want to give it credit though? I mean, literally, they're in your face right now telling you in your face, right at your face, just slapping you in the face, literally saying, hey, we're going to monetize the install base. How do you credit them though? It's already nimbly navigated semiconductor surges and crippling tariffs so far this generation. Oh, so let's see what kind of plan it has in store for the latest round of global economic issues. So wait, again, you guys want to give them credit for that crap? Come on, man, don't give them credit for that. I mean, listen, they are already milking us all. Look, what are you talking about? Fuck you, damn. Hey, now, don't be making fun of Mac users though, because I'm a Mac user. Make fun of them like that. What am I talking about, my friend? What I'm talking about is how these guys, right, are saying let's give the company some credit. Why? Oh, bro boy, I got some news for you. Bro boy, I want to see them spin this out there. Good morning to you, sir. You reading this? You're reading this? Golly. We cannot make this stuff up. Chat, give me 1 second. Let me go fix something real quick while we keep on going on here. Chat, you cannot make this stuff up. No, Joe, you cannot. Seriously, you cannot make this stuff up. How they want to get money, more money from the PS5 user. Wow! In order for them to face their RAM crisis. Yikes! Damn. I mean, come on, my friends. Not like that. Not like that. I mean, you look. You can do. I mean, seriously, you can do several things in your life, right? You can do several things, in the company, like for example, you can find a way to all right, got it in. All right, perfect. How do I say this? Okay, done. Okay, this is over with. All right, so let's keep going. You can find other ways, to get the money in Sony. I mean, there's so many ways to do it, but you keep milking your fans. I mean, that's messed up. I'm sorry. I mean, you cannot be doing that to the fans itself. The fans out there are already rooting for you, cheering for you, doing their best, to keep the company at its best place because that's what they do, though. They say Sony PlayStation is the best. Sony rules. Sony rocks. Sony doesn't have any problems. Sony is all this stuff, We'll take the $10. We'll accept the PS5 Plus increase. No problem. We do all this stuff. They don't go out there and fight this. They don't. And now, reading this news, I want to see what you all are going to say about Sony now. Are you going to keep on cheering for console sales? Because of you guys, it's going to keep on selling those consoles because they're taking the money out of you now. They literally just told you that. Instead of them taking the loss or finding a way to make the money, they want to take it out of you, my friends. And yet you all are going to defend it, which is the sad part. Milk the ponies, that'll fix it. Laugh out loud. Good morning, Demo Flow. Mi hermano Demo Flow. Good morning. How you doing, bro? What's up? Now, you know how it is, Demo Flow. I mean, look. Seriously. There's other ways to get the cash. Because what are you going to do? But let's say, for example, we're going to increase this for $30 or $40 to PS Plus or something. I don't know what the increase is going to be, but damn. Oh, I'm going to sit here and eat my popcorn once I see the increase fall down and happen. And if you're taking into consideration, that means you guys are really looking at it. And since 2025, I noticed that you're looking at this way. You're going over there. You're going to say, let's increase the prices. Let's get their money off of them. Shit. Come on, Sony. Come on. I mean, isn't it enough that you're already charging the fans $10 for your bullshit? I mean, seriously. You're charging the fans $10 for your bullshit. Xbox has the upgrade for free. With the smart delivery, whatever it is that's over there that just whoop puts the game better. This is why, the Sony fanboys have been defending too much their crap, and now Sony's taking advantage of them. So now, guys, if you ask Lou, would you get PS Plus? I haven't paid PS Plus for like 2 or 3 years. I'm not kidding you, chat. I haven't. I don't care for it. I'm not going to because it's not giving. Listen, I think the only time if I would pay for PS Plus to play Spider-Man 2. That's it. And nothing else. Milk the ponies, I'll fix the issue. But incredible. And that's the thing, though. The fans will probably go out there and say, yeah, Sony, we got your back. We want you to sell so we can have that number out there for us to fight the Xbox fanboys. Wow. That'll be it. Why is this? Dan Safari leaves you a solution now. Hey. Stop picking on my Mac. I have Mac. Oh, I have Windows, though, on this computer. But I have a cell phone Mac. I got a laptop Mac, which sooner or later I'm about to throw away for Windows PC. Shh, don't tell Mac. So let's see, though. It was crazy. Other than X crashing down. Oh, X was crashing down. When was it? The day before we were over there. I think Demo even came in here and said, "Yeah, it's crashing." But man, this is such an evil, evil plan. I'm sorry, this is so evil. It's insane. Like, okay, hey, we're facing a RAM issue. Okay, how are you gonna fix it? Well, we're gonna sit there, and tell the fans, hey, fans, yeah, we love you, but we're gonna charge you for our love. That's what we're gonna do. Yes, let's charge you for our love, fans. Let's go. Yes. Chat, we cannot make this shit up. No joke. This is awful. This is bad. And yeah, at least they were honest about it. I mean, you can say I'll give them credit for being honest at least, but at the end of the day, I don't give companies credit. Screw that. No, no, no. Screw that. Especially when it comes down to price hikes. Especially companies who make all this shit ton of money right now. They do. They make so much money, it's insane. From gaming, and yet they want to squeeze it out even more because you're having a RAM crisis issue? Oh, God. Come on. Hmm. Chat, I want to hear your thoughts about this situation. What do you guys think? Seriously, what do you guys think? Because I've been on a rambling rant for a while about this. And like I said, I warned them a long time ago this was coming around because, when the Game Pass said, oh, we're hiking up the prices, I said, what? Y'all watch out. Your prices are going to spike up one day. They will. And guess what? It's coming soon. And Lou was right. And to be honest, though, I did not want to be right about that, but it's happening. So how are you guys going to spin this? How are you guys going to defend this? Are you guys going to be going out there and saying, "Hey, we will what I say? We will protect you, PlayStation. Of course, we will pay the extra for you to sell consoles." So you seriously, you will go ahead and say that to Sony for Sony to sell, just for you to fight an argument that you're not making your money back? Because that's what y'all say, probably. That's what y'all say. Another thing I read out there is that Sony's looking to, what? Let's tackle that one down too, because this one is also a god awful one that they're about to do out there. And Sean Layden, of course, had to go out there and try to defend PlayStation, because without Shawnee being there in this defense, hey, Layden, we're getting tired of your ass, man. Seriously, stop defending. Even though you work there, stop defending it. They fired your ass. Why are you defending this crap? Players be like, stand back, Sony. I got this. I'll protect your honor. Yes. X crashes. So what do ponies do on their spare time? They come into this morning show and try to be rude, making fake names, acting like they're Xboxers or not, because they're looking to pick fights in here. And they say they swear by the moon and the stars in the sky. I swear. That's a good song too, though. But yeah, that's what they do, though. That's what they do, my chat. That's what they do. Yeah, let me go look for that 100 megabyte compression, which I know Safo in the background was pretty pissed off about it. And she has the right to be pissed off because that's just wrong. Sony looking for 100 MB compression. Let me see if I can find that look. Here it is. Let's see though. Sony's working. Sony's working on. Hey, Judas Roar! What's up? To shrink. All right, let's go. Let's go. If I find this here, let's go. Here we go. I found it. I found it, my friends. I found it. I found it. I found it. Hey, Rain G 4804. What's up, my brother? Good morning to you, sir. How you doing? You're here cooking Sony all day today because Sony made a boo boo. they're going to be monetizing their PS5 users, to get the cash, prevent the PS5 console to get price hikes because of the RAM shortages. Yes, let's squeeze the money out of those guys. I mean, shit. Isn't that enough squeezing though? Let's go squeeze some more out of them. Let's go. Good job, Sony. Let's do this. Now I don't know why people keep moving to PC. They're getting tired of y'all's bullshit. No joke. No joke. And I don't know why Xbox is going to PC because they're people are seeing through its bullshit, and that's why they're going over there. Yeah, no joke. They see it too. But okay, let's read through this. So let's see now. PlayStation has a clever idea. Clever my ass. How is this clever? You see, this is the things for reducing torturous game file sizes by mixing native and cloud streaming. One of the biggest issues with modern gaming files sizes, the PS5 internal storage really doesn't feel like much when 3 or 4 games is enough to clutter it up. That means, look, I have the solution to that. Chat, I have the solution to that problem. And what is that, chat? I mean, I know we all know the solution to that. And what is it, though? What is it? Yes, what is it? Put more storage in there. That's it. I mean, shit. We've gone from. Let me go see if I have this in my. See if I have this in my box in here. We gone from little memory cards with like what was it 32 megabytes or something like that of storage, then to gigabytes, and then we kept on to gigabytes, and now we're at terabytes. So what you gotta do? You gotta make these consoles at least 2 terabytes, or at least going to 3 or 4. That's how you got what you gotta do. And if a person wants to have 1 terabyte to install their games, then that's their problem. If a person wants to get the one with the 4, then let them get the one with the 4 and set up a price though. That's it. Simple. Just give them the options of what they want to buy. But okay, let's read about this. This coffee's so good though. So, developers like Kara have found inventive ways to reduce the capacity of the games, as with Helldivers 2 on PC. But the unfortunate reality is that 100 gigabytes behemoths are now the norm. With that being said, Sony might have found a clever way to get around this problem. As reported by tech support, Sony has filed a new patent for asset streaming technology that can dramatically shrink file sizes. It stressed that this is not tied or an extension of cloud gaming, but it does appear to be halfway point between traditional native downloads and streaming, offering the best of both worlds as long as you have a decent internet connection. But what happens if you don't, though? What happens if you don't? I mean, I'm being serious. What happens if you don't? But okay. Let's see. So let's see. Obtaining executive code, generate positive values. I don't know what the hell that is, but okay. You can see how it works in the diagram above. The gist is that you only need to download the executable code and some core assets required to launch the game through the online store or physical copy, which could amount to as little as 100 megabytes. Didn't I warn them about the physical disc, my friends? Also, that too. Remember that people jumped in here fighting me about the whole physical thing. You own your games, and I kept on telling them you don't own shit. There you go. Now, definitely, you do not own shit. Because if the CD is going to have 100 megabytes in them, and the games are 200 gigabytes, right? That means you own shit. The game's code logic could be stored locally, but as you progress, higher quality assets could then be fetched via the internet, ensuring that you don't run into the usual issues that make streaming such a headache. In essence, that would download aspects of the game when you need them, rather than having it all stored up on your hard drive at once. It isn't a perfect solution. I agree with you there. Due to the reliance on steady internet connection, this might not be a perfect solution for online games such as Fortnite and Call of Duty. Given the impact it would have on your ping, as with any other downloads, live service games tends to be the major offenders when it comes to bloated file sizes. So that does present an unfortunate hurdle for Sony. But this technology would at least lighten the load for single-player games, allowing you to squeeze them in. Mm. But again, like I said, happens if you don't have a good internet connection. I'm being serious though. What happens if you don't have a good internet connection that day? What happens if you don't? What happens if you got internet problems? Of course, it's just a patent, and Sony may not implement the technology into games after all, but it at least points to PlayStation being aware that file sizes are getting too big, and that something needs to be done to reduce them. Get a fucking bigger storage. Stop bitching. Another panel was filed in 2025 aiming to address that exact issue, so it's clear that gamers aren't alone in their frustration over hard drive devouring releases. Okay, let me zoom out because this just got weird. Okay, all right. Did I finish the article though? That was it? Okay, I guess that was the end of the article. But again, though, so here's my question to this. Here's my question to this. What's going to happen to the countries which y'all blocked to play the games on PC, right? What's going to happen to those countries? I mean, if they got issues, to log into the PS Store, they got some problems, going into all this stuff and all that yada yada bullshit. What's going to happen to it if you're going to start streaming the games through via cloud? Will they block it? Will they not? I mean, it's just a simple question I'm asking. No doubt. I'm just asking simple questions though. But again, though, will this be a solution though to that problem? No, you got the option for storage. I mean, if you want people to have, if they want access to have it the way of cloud, you got to give them that option at least with the console, and then have another console with space in it. Like I said, with memory in it, with storage in it, for people to say, okay, I'm gonna pick up this one with the most storage. They want to pick it up and keep on downloading their games though. But if you're really looking into this to compress these single player games to 100 megabytes and use cloud, it's not going to work, my friend, because a lot of us prefer to download the damn game. And we invest into getting these memory storages. We do that. I mean, the Xbox Series X is 1 terabyte. What did I do? I went out there and I bought the 1 terabyte space, and I knew that the 1 terabyte space is not enough. I got to get four so I can have 20 to 40 games installed. I noticed that along the way. Now, will I invest into it now? No, because why? We're getting close to next gen. I'll just hold off with the 2 terabytes and that's it. But next generation consoles, if you want to have that work, you gotta have a console that actually works with that, right? Plus, get that premium console out there that works with that and also works that you can download your games files into it. Because again, internet is something that no matter what, there's always that one day that servers gotta get clean. It could be a problem. Something might happen, and by having the game installed, for people to play, it's much better than for me waiting for them to fix the internet, so the internet can send me more of the game file for me to play. And not only that, I gotta pay extra for an internet connection. I gotta at least have 1 terabyte of internet or 1 gigabyte. Sorry, or why I went to terabyte, but 1 gigabyte of internet. Seriously, no joke. I gotta at least have 1 gigabyte for this thing to work well. But here's what's funny though. So what happens if you're playing the game, you got 1 gigabyte, your internet's on the run perfect right now. You're facing a boss and you're kicking his ass, and all of a sudden, your internet starts to slow down and your speed drops down to 200. That's gonna affect a lot of the game though. Damn. Sony technology is like a farmer with a fork. Sony and tech is like a 3-year-old driving a car. Xbox versus PS5 is like nitrogen bomb versus baby. Those people in those countries is gonna have to move somewhere else, 100%. After PS4 didn't even bother anymore, so cheap. Damn. Game Pass sucks, says the broke boy Lewis. I just bought Avatar earlier last month and KCD2 weekend on that they put the games on the server. Sarcasm. For the Game Pass sucks part, I didn't actually buy the games though. Rain, you know what's so funny? You know how I know a game in Game Pass is dropping by? We have a friend named Olivo. I don't know if Steven's here is listening. He'll tell you about it. So how do we know when a Game Pass is going to drop by? Is if Olivo goes out there and says, "Man, I just bought this game." We're like, "Oh, that game's coming to Game Pass." It's like, "Nah." I was like, "Yep, it's coming to Game Pass." It's like, "Nah." And then the next month or the next 2 months, the game comes to Game Pass. It's like, "God damn it, what did I buy this damn game?" That's how we measure. No joke. That's how we know the game is coming because he's buying the games. And no joke, man. Every game he has bought, I'm being serious. Every game he has bought drops into Game Pass. It does. It's hilarious when he does. That's how we measure it, man. I know it has happened to us all. We buy the game and all of a sudden it's on Game Pass like, ah. But listen, you buy collector's edition, so there's no problem with that. Goodbye though. I use content Mbps collection. You really don't need good network speed, but just a good ping to the data center. I know you pay. I know. But what happens if it drops though? Starts to look ugly though. I mean, seriously. Like I said though, in order for that to work, you got to give them the option of that console saying, we still have the cloud for you to download games 100 megabytes, 1 terabyte console, whatever. I don't know, whatever. Just have that, right? No problem. And then have the option for people who actually want to download their games, at least have 4 terabytes of space, because I really do hope the next generation consoles really have an option for 2 terabytes to 4 terabytes. Hell, I would buy the 4 terabyte one. I don't care. I'm going for that because then I don't have to worry about storage. I don't have to worry about nothing else because I can install my games. If they're big, cool, no problem. I got enough storage to download them. No problemo. Hmm. But yeah, chat, that's how it is, my friends. Sony going to milk money off of their user base, and the user base will defend them. Yes, milk me. I don't know why did I say that, but it sounded so wrong. Whoops. Thank God Silent Cypher is not here. So did X crash today, my friends? Oh wow, X did crash though. Uh-oh. Hmm. Yep. I use cloud. Let me see. Tiny server infrastructure. See, global video game content sales grew 5.3% to 195 billion in 2025, but private funding fell another 55%. Uh-oh, that's not good. Hmm. Pause, Louis. Yes, pause right there, Pickles. I had to pause there for a moment because you know what I mean though. Yeah, sorry about that, chat. I did sound wrong though. Oh God, I don't know why I said that, but now I know Silent Cypher will not leave me alone with that. I know FarQ is probably going to clip that and send it to him. Yep, I am going to be. Yeah, my bad, chat. Sorry about that. Replaced again. I'm gonna read this chat because really it depresses me to even put it on screen. Replace and update on Replace. We have an important update to share regarding the launch of Replace. After a lot of back and forth, we have decided to shift our release date to 14th of April 2026. As a small team working on the very first title, we poured everything we have into this project. You never do a thing like that, Louis? Nah, nah, nah. No, you are such a nice person. You would never do that. I mean, no, we have a pick on Louis section. Nah, they don't do that stuff. No, they don't. Yeah, you're so cool. Hmm. So keep on reading this. We have into this project. While the game is technically finished, reaching this final sketch has shown us that we need to just or is it reaching the final stretch has shown us that we need just a few more weeks to ensure the experience is exactly what you deserve. We want the version of Replace you play on day one to be polished, stable, and true to the vision we shared with you. Yeah, for The response of our Steam demo has been the ultimate fuel for us. To be honest, putting it out there was nerve wracking, but seeing your gameplay, reading your reviews, and hearing your excitement has been overwhelming in the best way possible. We are constantly reading your comments, and that feedback is helping us make the final tweaks that make the full game shine. Okay, that's cool then. Okay, no problem. You know what? Take your time. Your patience and support over the years have meant the world to us. Many of you have followed us on this journey every step of the way, and seeing your passion is what makes these final days and nights of development worth it. We are super close to the finish line, and we can't wait for your experience, the final results of years of hard work. And if you like a first spin place before the big day, the demo is still live on Steam. Drop it at Xbox! Thank you for your misunderstanding, your kindness, and for being such a vital part of this journey. We'll see you on April 14th, 2026, the Sad Cat Studios. All right, Chad. We now know release replace is going to be released in uh in April 14th. No, we gotta wait for that. No, I was actually hoping to get that game soon, though. News on High Guard, my friends, is was funded by Tencent. It says, well, Tencent got a loss there. Whoops. All right, let's keep going because we're tired. To be honest, I'll be tired of High Guard though. I mean, seriously, just if you're gonna kill it, kill it. If you're gonna just say it, kill the damn thing, and that's it. Just say it's over, done, be gone. We don't want it anymore. Cool. Let's move on. Seriously. Uh oh. Uh oh. I'm not even gonna read that news because then Nintendo probably might say I condone piracy though. But you know what? The hell with it. I'm gonna take a risk today. Chat, look at this. Oh, nope. Oh, about to sneeze though. Uh oh. Uh oh. Ah. Let's look at this chat. Let's have some fun with this one though. Oh baby! Mario Kart at 4K 60 on an Xbox Series X because someone wanted Nintendo's legal team to wake up spicy. Viral clips show Mario Kart Wii and Liberty City stories at 4K 60 on Xbox Series X, showcasing a feature many may not have known about these series consoles. Whether it's done directly to annoy Nintendo, simply bait haters at yelling Madman on X is taking a showcasing Mario Kart Wii. And my father's calling, of course. ¿Qué hubo, papi? Sí, 1200. Está bien, está bien. Dímelo. Ah, ok, papi, hablamos ahora. Bye, bye, bye. All right, sorry about that, chat. Just had a phone call. So, like I was saying, though, they usually later follow it up by demonstrating PS2 emulation of the console, which went quite viral on X. It's all possible thanks to the feature many people talk about, yet it remains of the more compelling reasons to own Xbox Series consoles, provided you can find one at a reasonable price. The overlooked reason to own an Xbox Series. Ah, Xbox Developer Mode is a feature that allows you to pay a one-time fee of $20, which is now free because they said it, and turn your console to development kit. It lets users install base and run unapproved applications that are available in the standard retail environments. In this case, you're installing Universal Windows Platform apps onto Xbox that has led to popular emulators being ported to the console. As players using dev mode, you can install emulators for Nintendo GameCube, Nintendo Wii, Nintendo 3DS, PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation Portable, and Xbox 360. There are others as well. Most of them are much older systems. And again, why would you write an article about this? Because you know what's so funny, chat? They probably might go out there and sue Xbox for having this on there. Oh golly. I mean Nintendo does that. Given Nintendo's back record with the emulation, including a recent action against GitHub repositories, hosting Switch emulators is a risky move, the self-proclaimed madman. That said, emulators themselves are legal. Legal issues usually stem from the ROMs are obtained. If someone legally sources their game backups, they act in an emulation is generally lawful. It's also worth pointing out that while it's the Series X is being showcased here, the Series S performs exceedingly well. It may not always hit native 4K, but it remains the cheapest way to emulate multiple systems and strong performance level. Uh-oh. Hey, what's up, Brothers Green? How you doing, bro? What's up? But yes, it does have PlayStation 2, and it has all that stuff. If you can legally source your titles, Xbox Series can actually play more PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, and PSP titles than Sony's own console, all thanks to emulation. Ha ha! Hopefully, neither Sony nor Nintendo choose to lash out there, and emulators can play an important role in preserving games that are not resold at inflated collector's price, while the original developers see none of the of that resale value. But yeah, but the thing is though, chat, can Nintendo sue these guys for this though? I mean, they're writing this article. You know how Nintendo is. Hmm, 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 hmm. Pickle says the Nintendo Ninjas is coming after you, Louis. They did it with Joey. What do you mean they're coming after me? Man, I'll kick Nintendo Ninjas out of here. I ain't no afraid of no damn Nintendo Ninjas. I'm afraid of Star Wars Ninjas, though. I wouldn't mess with Star Wars Ninjas, though. I wouldn't, though. Star Wars Ninjas, yeah, pretty mad, though. Yeah, yeah. Emulation not illegal. Down to you to obtain the games or BIOS files, which can be obtained by your own hardware physical games. There you go, FarQ. There you go. So wait, I can be an emulator? Yay! We can PS2 games on Xbox before the PS4, PS5 can laugh out loud 100%. Yeah, nobody goes out there and talks about it. Nobody tells this to everyone because listen, people buy, and I'm not kidding you though, in chat, this is a serious thing though. People buy these big old graphic cards, they build these PCs, they do all this stuff to play these games in general. They buy these handhelds to play these things in general. They do all this stuff and spend all this cash, and all it costs you is $400 to emulate. I'd rather get the $400 one and plug it on my TV and emulate all I want. Of course, handheld is a good option. It'll play anywhere. Play your games while you're on the plane. If you're a traveler, enjoy or have things like, yeah. But at the end of the day, though, right? At the end of the day, though, if you want to emulate, you got that box to emulate all the shit you want. Huh. I never no ninjas. I've seen the dragon 50 times. I'll kicks their butts. Last dragon 50 times. Hey, now, I've seen a bunch of Steven Seagal movies. Steven Seagal's a badass. I'll be doing the Steven Seagal, famous kick. He only has like that one kick, though. Pickle says you can also jailbreak your Switch and emulate it as well. Don't say that. Don't sue me. But yeah, Chad, I mean, look. And like I said, Chad, look. Xbox is an amazing box. No joke. Talk positive about it, I don't understand. But yeah, no joke, it's an amazing box. You can emulate, play your old games. I mean, New Jack has become a master into that though. He's downloading that stuff, he's playing games and having a blast with all that stuff, man. He even put his information into Discord if you guys want to learn how to do it. And man, he has a blast doing it. I'm not kidding you, it's awesome. It's awesome. You can play your old games on there. No joke, no joke. They can only hope the dream for Xbox games on BS5. It's over. What do you mean by that, though? So let's see. The next gen Xbox coming out next year will be a PC and let you play PlayStation games. So 100% that's going to happen unless they figure out a way to block them. Yeah, because they said that they were going to figure out a way to block them, but in the Xbox One X, I don't see the blocking on that. So Rating G4 says, I've always said this about physical or digital. It doesn't matter if the companies say they won't want a game to work on the console. It's not going to work whether it's physical or digital. Ooh. You're saying that if they shut down the servers, that's it? 100%, my friend. That's it for them. They ain't got nothing else. They got nothing else, my friends. They got nothing else. Because I warned them a long time ago. I said it, listen, physical does not mean you own the damn thing, because even though you probably got the full game in there and have everything installed, but if the server says no, we're done. I mean, how are you going to get the code for the game if you don't got a server sending you that code though? How are you going to play it though? Unless if you have it installed there and just leave it there and not delete it, then even though they shut down the servers, you can play. They probably can play the game, but. Take, for example, the crew. The crew, they said, listen, we're shutting down this thing. It's over. Hey, Sour Blow. Good morning, Sour Blow. How you doing, my brother, Sour Blow? What's up? Sour Blow, you want to laugh? Look, I got some good news for you, Sour Blow. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this, Sour Blow. This has been like the craziest thing out there. Yeah, squeeze in the money. Milk the money out of the PS4 players. I mean, PS5 players, I'm sorry. Sony's looking at that to face the RAM crisis out, bro. Can you believe that? Well, the only thing I give them credit, though, is that they're being honest, though. They're telling the users, hey, we're going to get more money from you. Yeah, we love you, but we want more of your money. Yeah, come here, buddy. We love you. You're so cool. Hey, and in order for me to give a hug, I ain't no blue. How am I gonna buy you a damn Switch 2? I ain't even got my own yet. Why would I buy you one if I ain't even bought my own? But yeah, like I was saying the other go to the person, like, hey, we love you, but our love, you gotta give us the cash. Yeah. It's like signing a deal with the devil. Jesus Christ. Like I said, though, now I know why a lot of people moving away to PC. I understand 100% why they're going that way. No joke. I understand it 100% because this is insane, though. He's seriously monetizing the. Wow. Wow. Say it's not true, Louis. Brothers Grimm, this is as real as it gets, though. And what I love about this article is at the end, they're like, we got to give the company credit. If Louis grew with the mustache, he would kind of look like some. Damn, man. Well, I mean, hmm. I did what now? I bought you what now? Ah, hell no. No, I know someone who wants to give me a PS5 Pro, but I don't want it though. It's gonna be like I was being honest though. I was being honest when they asked me though about the seriously, it's like Louis, we will ship you PS5 Pro. And I said, listen, bro, you can ship me all you want, but at the end of the day, it's going to do what the other PS5's been doing, just sitting there looking at me. If I get cold, I just turn it on to blow hot air at me. That's what I do though. Did I see something moving back there? Chat, was something moving back there? I thought I saw something move though. Okay. I think it's the painting though. So like I said though, right? Ah, I'm back playing Xbox One S. Man, how is that a damn improvement though? Man, I forgot the Xbox One is great. Hey, Infinician, how are you doing? Good morning. But yeah, I mean seriously. Oh God. Yep, say it ain't true, right, chat? Say it ain't true. Squeeze the money. If Louis turns his PS5 on it, blows him. No, no, no. What? Wait, what did I say though? No, 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 no. Listen. Sorry. Sorry if I did I say something like that? Ah, damn. First it was the milk me thing, and now the PS5 blows on me. Yeah, I mean when I turn it on, like the heat comes out of the PS5. If I'm cold, I turn it on, and it becomes a heater though. Hot air blows at you. That's what I mean though. Sorry if I mispronunciate that. Pause. My Xbox Series has the shock crazy. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're getting it fixed because you supposedly said you broke the HDMI in some sort of way, though. I don't know what you've been doing, baby money, with that Series S, though. You gotta watch out for you, man. You're breaking Xboxes all the way. What's up, Casey? Good morning to you, my friend. How you doing? BB Pony Bottom like always. Oh shit, man, BB, why you pony bottom? I'm not even gonna read that. I'm not even gonna read that. No. That's just. Why do y'all gotta think that way though? Why? I mean, you all know what I mean. Turn on the PS5, because that's the only thing it does. I was being serious with it. I said, listen, you sent me that PS5 Pro is gonna be doing the same thing as the regular PS5, so it's just sitting there doing jack shit. Louis lays his PS5 flat, wonder why. Yeah, to sit on it. Why did I say that too? Shit. To sit on it and take a poop on it, probably. I don't know. I just lay it flat because of the whole liquid metal issue that is going on with those PS5s. I mean, shit, I don't want that shit to happen to my PS5. Hell no. I mean, that means I got to spend money on the thing I don't even use. No. I'm sorry. No. Lay it flat. Exactly. Lays flat, period. Yep, nothing else. Lays flat. Nope, no standing it up, no fitting it around. No, no, no. Laying flat, plain flat right there, which shit. Lee faces his PS. No, I did not do that. No, no, I did not sit on it like that. No, if I would have sat on it, it's to take a crap on it. But no, because seriously, the console's not doing shit. It's just sitting there looking at me. No, and you know what's so funny, chat? I even lend someone the console, and I haven't even asked it back. I don't miss it. That's the sad part. I don't miss that shit. No, no, no. Gonna smack it like the burger? No, you cannot smack the PS5 like the burger meat, though. Why would you smack it like the burger meat, though? It's not the same thing because you're not gonna eat it, though. Because remember, burger meat, you gotta take your time. You gotta, rub that butter in like this. You just gotta rub it in, and you just gotta, smack it a little bit, like come on, and and rub and rub and rub and squeeze. And after that butter's in there, you gotta add the seasoning. And then go for it again. Rub, rub, rub that meat, baby, until you feel like that seasoning is in there. And then put it flat. Add the hot honey into it, and then man, I want some burgers. So let's see though. Some dummy will trip over it. Oh, that's true though. They will. They will. They will. He's over there teabagging his console. God damn. Come on, man. Not like that, you babe. Man, this show has gone to hell. Farq, why did you have to say that though? You see what you did, Farq? You see what you did? Now look at everybody doing this. B Money uses MS points. Uses MS points to fix them. Y'all making me laugh too much today, chat. Y'all making me laugh. Oh Lord. Proper hater. Either the PS5, the price of PS Plus will certainly increase by the end of the year. Oh, 100%, my friend. Something's gonna happen. But proper hater, what they're trying to do is, for what it seems the CFO is looking at, which sucks for the install base of the PS5 users. And I'm being serious about what I said. Is it sucks for them because shit, they're gonna have to be paying for those RAM price increases in order for them to keep the price of the PS5 console. Can you believe that? Instead of Sony saying, "Here, we'll take the loss," that's an asshole move right there. It's an asshole move. Give it a rub and smack. Yeah, that's how you do the burger meat. Rub it and smack it. Yeah, burger meat. Chat. Listen, let me tell. I mean, look. I'll give you all a lesson how to make good burgers. You gotta show. You gotta show it love. Because man, if you don't show it that love, it won't taste good though. Trust me. I'm already. My mouth is watering thinking about me preparing those burgers. Because I even water when I prepare those burgers and smell that seasoning. Oh man, it's so gorgeous. And let's get away from that meat rubbing thing because it's get y'all going the wrong way with it. But yeah, like I said, those sucks for them. I mean, look, if I had a company telling me that, I'd be like, what? You gotta be crazy though. Because look, I know they do that. I understand. For example, Microsoft did the price increases on the console and all that stuff in order to pay for what they have, to get more boxes out there. I get that though. But damn, you telling me straight to my face? I mean, I'm being serious. I wonder what the Twitter or the Sony Defense Force is going to say out there. I'm not kidding you. I'm going to be sitting there eating popcorn because they're going to try to defend this and say, no problem, Sony. We got your back. How the hell am I gonna get the company's back? If it's not giving me some money back, because shit. I mean, I can say, Sony, I got your back. But the question is, what are you gonna give back to me though for all this stuff? Give me something good. That is the question I would ask the company. Give us something good, which they don't do. All they do is increase prices, charge you $10. What else do they do, chat? They sell you a $750, just to play the dehydrated God of War. Y'all bought a pro to play dehydrated God of War. I'm being serious. They bought a pro for that. Not only that, it also said on the trailer capturing the PS5 Pro. Interesting. Why so serious? Says hash browns time. Yes, sir. The Sony Defense Force. I'm not kidding. They do. They have a look. Listen. I'm not kidding you though. Listen. I'm being serious. I think. No joke. I think that the Power Rangers were made by the Sony Defense Force. I'm not kidding you. Like, if all goes to hell, they form a Megazord and come at you. I'm not kidding you. They form Megazord, they form Voltron, they form, I don't know what the hell they form, but they form something big and they come after you when all goes to hell. Because they've always got to be right, though. And they're going to say that the prices went up. Ah, really? So Xbox owns RAM? You know what? Xbox, don't be building RAM. I don't want y'all to be blamed for price increases because you all own RAM. Don't do that, though. Yeah, Jared is nasty work. 30 below. I'm being serious. So y'all bought a PS5 Pro, $750 because you all were sold out. Because this is what I find funny though, and this is where I say Sony's got good marketing. No joke. This is why I say it's got the greatest marketing of them all. They did a showcase. They went out there and said 10 out of 10, baby, 10 out of 10. That's the slogan now because of the showcase. Perfect showcase. We got the but us, the guys who sit there and remember years back of what was happening, and everything, it was about exclusives. And we seriously sat there and asked, what are your exclusives though? Because I remember back in the day, the word was exclusive, and now this show is 10 out of 10. Wow. And you guys defended this thing? Wow. Amazing though. Huh. It's like in 2022 when the Xbox had that showcase where showed you guys all these third-party games, right? In 2022, not much exclusive. Like, well, it didn't have enough exclusives, so the show was bad because it didn't have enough exclusives. But you know what? If you look at the Xbox showcase in 2022, it wasn't a bad show at all. It was actually pretty good. It was an 8 out of 10. I'm being serious. It was an 8 out of 10. And now we pretty much got, I'm not kidding you, with the state of play that went by, the hour-long state of play that went by, we got that same showcase we got in 2022, and they were saying 10 out of 10. Holy smokes. How things have changed now, huh? Because here's what's funny though, right? 2014, they had the 1080p 900p. There you go, Rachie. Remember that, Rachie? It was a desert for Xbox. Remember that, right? But the showcase was good. There was a lot of third-party games shown. Pretty good stuff. I mean, pretty good showcase though. But we didn't get exclusives. And now we got pretty much the same thing happening now in this state of play that they were waiting for a good state of play. They finally got a good state of play, which I got to say was good. Because again, why was it good? Because a lot of games were shown. No problem. Fantastic. Good stuff. But at the end of the day, it was not the exclusive show you guys been bragging about in the last 7 years. And now y'all change your narratives? You got to love them how they think, though. It's not their marketing, it's the media, and some Sony fans constantly lying, holding them to lower standard when they feel it necessarily. Exactly. That's what I say, though. That's what I say. That's part of the marketing, though, Duck of Death. They got pretty good marketing with that because they always got someone defending their ass instead of someone going out there speaking the truth and say, man, like I was waiting for a title saying, State of Play was good, but it was not the state of play of exclusive we wanted. If I would have saw an article out there, it would have been this is a perfect article to read because it actually shows you the truth about what happened 7 years ago when the word was exclusive. They weaponized that exclusive word and since they don't have it now, they're trying to make us forget about it. But the sad part is we can't because y'all pummeled it down. You seriously shoved it down our faces and our throat, whatever. You just shoved it in there like crazy. But yeah. Cool. I'm glad you had a good showcase, though. No joke. There you go. Game Pass had 3 games for me: Atomic Heart, Persona 5, and Plague's Tale Requiem. There you go, Rachel. There you go. You remember that showcase, my friend? You do. But when that showcase came out, they said it didn't have enough exclusives. Okay, I'll give you that. It's true. But for this one didn't have enough exclusives. What was your narrative there, though? You know what they did? Went out and said 10 out of 10, baby. You gotta love the ponies how they think, though. You gotta love it. That's why I'm here picking on them all the time. Have a Sony show. I was a bunch of games. Yeah, 100%. You bait 100%. 100%. 100%, my friend. 100%. But like I said, though, that's why we're here. We laugh at them because they keep on switching the narratives, trying to tell us how things are. Because again, I want to see how they're going to pitch this. Because right now, the company literally said, hey, fans, you are the greatest fans out there. Yeah, we love you so much. Man, I got my wallet up. Oh shoot, where my wallet at? We love you so much that you are so cool. You are the best. But let me tell you something. Here, this is what Sony does, chat. They go out. Have you ever seen? So Sony comes around to you as a fan. This is what they do, though. This is what they do. They go up to you as a fan, and they take a picture next to you, right? They take that picture next to you, like holding you, like putting their arm on the back, though, and then they go right there and they go like this. They go into your pocket to try to take your credit card out and be like, okay, and they switch the hand and give it to one of the PS5 guys over there and say, here, pass the credit card. We're taking his money. That's what basically they're doing in your faces. You cannot make this shit up. Like ponies act like PlayStation is then girlfriend. Yep. No joke, they defended too damn much. But again, I want to see how they're going to spin this. I am not kidding you. Want to see how they're going to spin this because shit, that sucks. That after you went out there and give you an example though, because this happened to all of us who decided to purchase the console day one when it came out. You go out there, you pay the damn price. You pay the price of this console more expensive than how it was. You're already invested into it to have this console here at home, and you're already paying for the PS Plus. You're already buying the games on there. You're investing a shit ton of cash into it. If you're like me who likes to buy games, stuff like that, and pay for services. And now all of a sudden you come to me and you're like, well, my friends, we love you, but uh, we have a problem here. Okay, what's your problem? My problem is that RAM prices have gone up. Cool. I understand. So what you gonna do? Well, our solution is squeeze more money out of you. Okay. How is that a solution though? That is a problem for me, not for you. Seriously, I would have said that is not my problem though. If I was in that investor meeting, I would say, how can you squeeze that money out of the fans though? Because they've done enough squeezing. They're already giving you $10 for your bullcrap quality shit. They're already paying a lot for the PS Plus, which you guys promised them, and basically did not deliver with the content and everything you're going to put on the thing. Make it better, which I've not seen the better out of it. But okay, cool. You promised them that we don't see it, and now you're going to increase and keep on with the promising and not giving to them. I mean, they're going to go away, which I hope they do, but some of them won't. The PS4 is great for machine for Fortnite. It is. And that's the sad part though. They buy these consoles to play that though. Same thing with Xbox. I'm being serious though. Like, why would you buy a box just to play those games? No joke. I mean, why would you buy an Xbox? Why would you buy a PlayStation just to play those games? Just those games. I mean, seriously, don't get yourself a tablet. Just play that game. It's cheaper. Shoot. The PS4 sounds like a yes, it does. Yes, it does, my friends. Yes, it does. So let's see though. Where is my friend? Let me see what my friends are saying here. Send me the Discord. Let's see where's the XPI Discord. Yeah, because I did talk about that though. I did talk about that on Sony patents technology to reduce 100 gigabytes games to 100 megabytes on PS5 and PS6. Yeah, I did talk about that because I did tackle that down a little bit earlier. But yeah, Chad. I mean, seriously, it's and the sad part about this, a lot of them will go out there and defend this. I now see Nib making a 50-page article on it and explaining why why does this need to happen though, instead of saying, "Hey, Sony, writing in short, you suck," because that's what you got to say though. But yeah, Mr. Keeman says Sony could be raising the prices of their first party games and PlayStation Plus services. They could though. I mean, for what we read, it was software and networks and services. And the funny thing is it's like what I just say. Okay, Sony, talk to me. Hey, fan, what's up? We got a problem here. What's your problem? Oh, RAM prices are increases. We got to find a solution for us to keep the console at the same level price in order for it to sell. Okay, what's your solution? Well, we're going to squeeze you more money. Huh? Is that your solution? After already invested 5 years of my time and all this stuff into your damn console, thank God I didn't invest into it, but you know what I mean, though. Shit. Sony following into Nintendo footstep, though. But no, I wouldn't say following Nintendo footstep because it's the other way around. Because Nintendo follows Sony's footstep by charging them $10 for the upgrade version of the game, which sucks that Nintendo did that. Yeah, the PS4 needs maintenance. A Grizzly thermal pad is like $12, but worth it. But not everyone comfortable opening a console. Raichi, look, I had the PS5 Pro, and one of the most listen, one of the most annoying things is when you grab one of those games that really pump up graphics and you hear that thing go woo. And someone told me, no, what you gotta do is you gotta buy a new fan. I'm like, what? Or get the new PS5 Pro. It sounds lesser than it was. Why would I want to get a console for it to sound lesser? God damn it, Sony. You should have fixed it on the beginning, though. I mean, you do testing on it. Come on. Uh, but yeah, at the end of the day, though, it was fun though. It was fun playing games there. But that sound was annoying though. But here's the thing though: Nintendo used to game key cards first, and now Sony is doing the CD key game cards. Imagine it now. Pickles, what's funny is though, this is out. This has been out there for a while though. The thing is that you weren't here for that discussion though. So there was a discussion a couple months ago, maybe a year ago, about physical versus digital, right? And I was just playing to the chat, and you probably weren't here. I was playing to the chat that, for example, if you buy Call of Duty, when you put the CD in, you got 25 megabytes, and that is just the key code. You put the disc in there, so the disc basically has 25 megabytes into it. That's it. And then after that, right? Uh, then after that, when the game releases, you start getting the key code gets sent, and you start downloading the game into the system. But you got to have the CD in there in order for the game to launch. Because even if you download it with the CD, because the CD has got the key card into it, or whatever it is, the card or the code or whatever it's called, right? They got the code into it. Without that CD, you cannot play the game though. You need the CD installed on the console in order for it to be sent the code, in order for you to play the game. But then, like I said though, you got to install it. But that was a COD thing. So it's been happening for quite some time. This is not like it's a new thing that's going on. It's been out there for years now. My PS3 was that sounded like a supercharger running in there. Damn, you forgot to put that exhaust though. If you would have put that exhaust though, it would have probably sounded, like a Camaro or Ford Mustang. Buy a Sony greedy fuckers. Exactly. It's like buying a new car, but you have to spend for the wheel, more for the wheels. Yep. Yep. Look, I understand the stand, right? I understand it. Like for example, for PS5s, the Slim Edition, cool. You want to take advantage of that? Cool. Because I mean, phones do it nowadays. When you buy a new phone, you gotta ask for the charger, or you gotta buy the charger, the one that plugs into the wall. Because right now they give you a cable, assholes, especially for all the money you spend in there. But yes, that's been going on. The stand is okay, but if you buy a PS5 Pro, which is the premium fucking thing, at least give them the damn stand in that box. But no, you just okay. Okay, it's something. That's how it is. Yeah, like, okay, no problem. I mean, we gotta get the Pro. Yeah, we gotta get the Pro, the most powerful console out there. To play the exclusives. To play God of War dehydrated? Okay, go for it. Huh, good job. Yeah. I know. They're gonna come around and say, "Well, at least my third-party games look better." Y'all bought it to play exclusives. Come on, because that's the train of thought you guys put into Xboxers' heads back in the day. Nowadays, we're laughing at you. 30 below says quality. Yes, sir, quality. Man, Chad, I always say this. If you want the best quality out there, buy a PC, If you want to save money and get and play great games, and you don't care for quality, get yourself a console. That's it. That's it. I mean, because I know. Listen. I know a lot of people go out there and try to force PCs on you. I'm not gonna force PCs on you. I'm never gonna do that. I'm never gonna force you a console on you. I'm never gonna do that. Now, what I'll do is I'll tell you the truth though about it. You want your FPS, you want all that crap. The best way to get is on PC. No joke. If you're like me, simple. Hey, I got a box. Cost me cheaper. Let me go play on my box and have fun. And that's what you do. And have fun playing the game. That's all it's about. Just have fun. And you forget about the freaking shadows. The what was the word, Rachel, you said the other day when I was downloading? What's it called? Stalker 2 on the PC. Remember, Rachel? What was the word you said? The mesh shaders, right? Is it mesh shaders? Mesh shaders. Downloading the mesh shaders. Many are in love with the PS3 games that play games directly from the disc. The Blu-ray play sounded close to the jet engine. Hard drives are better. No way Sony will give you a $5 stand. What the fuck, man? Serious, this is a little awesome console. Yes, it is. It's such a mighty console. And I really hate that they go out there and show it. They're saying it's holding back the generation. Haven't you noticed they quit saying that, though? Haven't you noticed they quit saying that since the Nintendo Switch 2 came out? They've been because why don't they blame the Switch 2 though? I'll tell you why they don't blame the Switch 2 because they're afraid of the Nintendo guys because there's more of them than there are Xbox guys. That's the problem. So this is your 5 plastic toothpick to hold that big bitch. Oh Lord, just noting, guys. Let me see. Sony Sony MBG Baby T to hold the PS5. So Envision says my series is perfect plus dev mode for emulation. There you go. You got seriously, you can't ask for more. You can't ask for more. And that's the thing though. It's like what I tell the PS fans. You want to get a PlayStation, go for it. No problem. I don't got any problems. You want to go for it. I don't care. Go for it. If you're gonna get yourself a what's it called, a PSVR 2, go for it, but make sure you get one for a very good price. Don't buy it new because they shut that shit down. They did not shut it down, but they stopped production on it. Sorry. And yeah, that's how it is, chat. At the end of the day though, just protect your wallet, man. Just protect it as much as you can. Protect it. Back in the day, updates were the worst. Oh my god! Any updates right now is worse though. They always every time you get an update, things always change and act different though. It's annoying. Yeah. First, it was a long download, and then unpacking. Yes, the mesh shader. Oh god, Lee. Series S holding game back. They're still dropping games on PS4. Exactly 30 below, 100%. Because like I said, they got quiet about it. As soon as the Nintendo Switch 2, they went shh. No more. They're done. They're out. Seriously, they're out. They're done. No more. They're not talking about it anymore. And even though there was an article about the Final Fantasy game, being on the Series S, that they found out like there was a problem with it, I have not seen them go out there and troll around to it as they do. Because usually before they trolled around to it, why don't they do it? Because then everybody's going to come around and say, well, how about the Switch 2? And right then and there, the argument is over. They can't argue anymore about it. Louis, turn on your PS5 for updates. It ain't here. I lent it to someone for them to play games. It ain't here. It ain't in my house, bro. At least it's giving it use though. Series S is outperforming PlayStation Pro. Now that's a problem though, and that's a dev problem, not the console problem though. That's a dev problem. That's a dev problem. Really, it's a dev problem right there. Because look, here's the thing though, right? Like I said, consoles may have their issues. Consoles may have a bunch of things, that people might not understand. Paying for services, paying to pay online. Because I've seen people talk about it. It has all these problems. But again, if you don't got the money to build a PC, get yourself a console and pay for your services and have fun. It's not because that's the whole point. Because some people go out there and they try to pinpoint the negatives on the console, but they forget the one thing That is the positive thing about it, and that is you play games on it and have fun on it. That is the one thing they never go out there and mention. They mention all the negatives, but they don't mention the positives though. Xbox Game Pass, okay, it's $30. I complain about the price tags. It sucks. Yes, I hope they don't keep on doing it. Because seriously, I hope they don't. But at the end of the day, though, these past 2 months have been fucking amazing. You got what's it called? Oh shoot. You got Space Marine 2 dropping by. Now you have Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 dropping by. You have The Witcher 3 back in there, and you just keep on having games and games and games and games. You just keep on having games to have fun though. You do. Tons of games to have fun. And seriously, you turn on that box, that quick resume is fantastic too. The little box that can, 100%. That's how it is, and it's still. I mean, right now for $400 is a bit expensive, though. I mean, they got to find a way to reduce it to 350, though. It's too much money. Too much money. 300 was like the spot it has to be. And right now, if things would have been different, if we would have saw the decreases, I mean, 250 to 200 would have been the sweet spot for that damn box right there. 250 to 200 would have been the sweet spot if things would have been as it was in the last 20 generations of gaming, or whatever, you know. See, Rachel says, yeah, the Series S can, but I wouldn't pay $200 for it. Yep. Yep. That's how it is, though. I mean, like I said, though, when the first launched at 300, it was okay because, it's the first initial launch. But right now, it should have been down at 250 to 200, though. The PS5 digital should have been at 350. The physical one should have been at 450. Same thing with the Series X. You know, it should have been the physical one should have been at 450. The digital one should have been at 400. The Series S with the 1 terabyte should have been at 350, and the other one should have been down to 250. Or yeah, this is 400 gigabytes though, and you know, you know what I mean, chat. Try button PC 400, 100% though. PS5 Slim is cheaper. Has lots of games on PlayStation Premium. Okay. No, I mean the digital version of PS5 really competes against the Series S. That's no joke, though. I mean, you cannot lie about that. It competes there because again, you got the Series S being $400. It's still too expensive, and the PS5 digital though it's 450, but you can get it on sale for 400, and that really tackles down the effect about the Series S, though. But again, like I said, in other times though, oof, oof. And other times, though, that's how I see the console prices should have been, though. It should have been like, for example, the PS5 Pro should have been at it started at 750, should have been at 650 or $600. If it was other times, though, I'm saying all the times, like how it was like a couple generations ago. But yeah, it sucks that instead of decreasing, we're getting increases, and that really just gets you out of proportion right there. Uh. It does against the holiday discounts, yeah. Some trick with the pony. No, but it didn't say. Listen, he didn't say anything wrong though. He didn't say anything wrong. That wasn't like pony talk. He was being a serious discussion there though. He brought a good point though, and when they bring good points, like I said, if they bring good debates, no problem. Now if they go out there and start saying Xbox is dead, this and that, then you got to put our arms up though. But he brought up a good point. 450 for the digital version, and it has that little extra power right there. I mean, shit, you'd rather spend that 50 extra bucks for that console though. If you look at it when it comes to consumer ways though. Oh, I know, yes, but you can currently aren't able to buy a holiday discount since those are currently. I don't know that. I don't care what a console cost 3 months ago. That's what you're saying. Series X for 200 years ago does nothing for today. I know that. I know that. I know you, but it doesn't do nothing. I'm just saying that if we were in the like back in the last gen stuff, that we would have gotten cheaper consoles. I feel like the consoles would have been at that price though. That's what I'm saying though. But instead of like getting decreases, we're getting more increases, and that blows though. For 5-year-old tech, damn. Mm. Is Series X great value on the used market? Can we see when the Series X rose the price so we can see the pattern whenever the ROG Ally X goes up? Prices we can prepare ourselves not to be shocked. Pickles. That's the thing though. I don't know. We don't know what's gonna happen. this year alone. Because look, Nintendo's looking at it. I don't know if Xbox is going to be looking at it because they've done enough increases, right? They've done it, and we also have but the one that we are looking at right now is PlayStation, like because they literally just came out and told everybody in their face, "Hey, yeah." hmm Um, but we were looking at PlayStation because they said in order for us to pay for this RAM, we're gonna squeeze more money out of you. That's crazy though. Oof, that's crazy how they came out and said it to their faces. And the sad part is, the fans will cheer for it. The Xbox Live went up because of 24 gigabytes of DDR5. This market is wow, not the same market as console. No, but but we're talking. But here's the thing, though, Cubini. That's the thing that people don't like when they talk about the market. Though it's part of the video game market. This is a video game device, though. No matter what. Same thing if you build a PC to play games, it automatically becomes a video game device, no matter what. Nobody's saying that, though, my friend. Nobody's talking about what PS Plus gives you free games or not. Nobody's talking about that. We're talking about how they're going to increase the PS Plus, or they're going to find a way to increase in order to get their money to pay for the RAM, though, for them to keep selling their consoles at 450 and 550, whatever the price is. They just market the Series X is usually 50 more than the PS5 disc. Something tells me people selling their SX knows what they got. Didn't Moore's, didn't Moore's Law is done say that PS secured the rest of the gen's RAM at a lower price? Oh my God. Look, there's so much you can secure out there. There's so much you can secure. When you have companies, because look, right now, for example, how can I explain this to you guys? You saw Samsung go out the other day and they said, listen, this year, we're not going to be making so much phones because of the RAM situation. This is just an example. They said that, right? And so they said that, and what happens is you got companies lined up, right? There, Samsung says we got 100 RAMs right here. Who wants to buy them? And so that company that gives them the highest bid, they said, okay, here, take it. Take it. Here's your RAM. Go for it. Take it. So there's so much you can buy out there though, and the only way Sony can secure all the RAM they can secure is by pretty much buying. Like telling all the tech companies here's billions of dollars for me to keep this right here, and that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. So yeah, I mean they secured enough RAM in order to try to keep the console prices down. But the thing is, they secured for 2026, but they had 27, they had 28, they have 29. So how am I going to pay for 27, 28, and 29? And for what it seems though, the RAM crisis is going to go for long. It's not going to be a simple thing. Unless the other companies like over there in China, they keep producing the RAM and they start selling for cheap though. And it won't be too long because these companies are going to look at it and be like, oh shit, we got a company here that's kicking our asses. We're going to have to move it and fabricate more and start lowering the prices though. If they do that. So Sony Nickel Diamond for their user base won't end nicely. Holiday 2025 was down 60% year over year, 100%. Square said the console is mid. Definitely said that both PS5 and Pro is mid. But as it doesn't matter, it's your box delivering the experience you want. That's fine. Exactly, Safo. That's all that matters, 100%. That's all that matters, though. But when I go in and tackle down in general, like, look, if you're like, because it all depends on what you want, though. I always say, what is it that you want? What do you look for? What do you want to do? I mean, yeah. So you want quality? I mean, if you sit down and listen to the PS5 guys from Mark Cerner, you listen to Jason Ron, you got this box, but there's going to be a certain percentage where the quality is going to go. But you want that quality 100%, build yourself a PC. That's where you get the quality. Now, if you want to be like me, have fun, not worried about quality and all that bullshit, shadows, ray tracing, mesh shaders, and all that crap, get your console and have your blast, man. That's all I say because you're playing the same game, though. That's it. Playing the same game, have fun. Everything besides day one Game Pass is already inferior. Oh man, that's the beauty about Game Pass, my friends. That's beauty, but it's still expensive though. But it's beautiful. The reviews about for the PS5. The Xbox version is better FPS resolution, while the Pro only matches Series X. That's something they cannot understand, my friends. And they get mad about it because they paid $750 for that box and it's not doing what it's supposed to be doing. Supposedly as they say, but okay. Yeah. Okay. But Chad, at the end of the day, you buy this box to play games. That's it. Have fun. If you want to see graphics, of course, they got the graphics. It looks nice, beautiful, but it's the same game though. It's the same thing though. It's the same box. So real quick, let me read about what did Pickles put into the Discord. So what's this though? Let me visit the site right here. Series X has a better CPU than the Pro 2. That's true too. Question about Ashabot going to PC. Okay, cool. Both the Xboxes have a better CPU. Yep. 100% it does. They do. But that's funny though, because look, what I like about the Series S is this. I'm being quite honest about the Series S. One thing I like about it is that back when it was $300 though, and you have a 1080p TV, you're not looking to upgrade to to LG C2 or the LGs, OLED and stuff like that. You're not looking to upgrade for that. I mean, it's the best console to get it. Or you play on a gaming monitor, it's the best console to get it. Play on a gaming monitor. No joke. It's actually a really good fucking console for that, right? If you play it like that, though. Now, if you got your LG C2s and all this stuff, because when you upgrade the TVs, you get to see the difference. How do I know? Because look, my old TV is in my other room. And so with the old TV, I remember when I plugged in the Series X console, games look nice, cool. But once I bought the LG, I was like, holy shit, I see the fucking improvements right here. But again, that is with the Series X though. Now, if I had a Series S, so I could probably see the improvements, but not as well as the Series X does. And that's the truth though. Series X really pumps up the power. It does. E5 games run better on Series X and better on the Series X. You have another room, Louis? Yes, sir. I have 3 rooms in this apartment, my friend. 3 rooms. I have my bedroom. I have a guest room. If you guys ever want to come down, you got a guest room. I have what else do I have? I have so much here. That's what GTA 6 won't be on. Will be 60 on the Pro. CPU is lacking unless they brute force the FSR4, which won't look good. Damn. Did not know that though. Did not know that. Is the monitor make a difference than the TVs itself? It depends what monitor you buy, though. Depends on what monitor you buy. It does. It all depends. But yeah, supposedly. But nowadays, though, hmm, the Series S was at that price though. I did not see Series S at 250. Oh, in 2021. Okay, I remember that. It won't. It wasn't necessary for the price to go up. Yeah, I agree with you there though. It was too much. Too much. Like I said, but remember, says Alejandro Garcia. It's different times though. We're right now in so much different times now that supposedly, when I mentioned earlier about the prices was that if we were back like in last gen, the prices should have been right now. For example, the Series S should have been at 250 or 200. The 500 gigabyte one, the 1 terabyte should have been at 300 or something like that. 300, right? I said it. The digital Xbox Series X should have been at 400, and the one with the disc should have been at 450. If we were back to those times, same thing goes with PS5 though. We should have gotten the PS5 digital at 350 and the PS5 physical 450, and yeah. That's what I'm thinking though. Like if it was back in the times where consoles were, as of this day and age, 5 years later, in a lesser price. But no, yes, it is. The Xbox One X was a 4K monster. It was 100%. Because sometimes the upscaling tech makes all the difference. The Xbox One and the Xbox One S is night and day difference. Yep. The OG Xbox was bad at upscaling 900p to image to 1080p. Yep. The OG Xbox One, yeah, the big fat. We call it the the death box. I don't know how to say it though. Like the funeral box. You know, that's what we call that big X. But it was big though. That thing was humongous. Hey, let's check what's up, man. Good morning. How you doing? Buy my Series S for 150. Also, baby money, you're gonna buy another Series S? But baby money, if you buy the Series S, there goes your GTA money away though. If we back in the 2020s, the Series X Galaxy would have been five. There you go, pickles. There you go, 100%. PS4 produces artifacts. There was a rumor saying that they were fixing this months, and it still not hasn't happened. Ooh, and I imagine software once they fix it, they're gonna run into problems though, because it always happens though. About on PS5 is 81 on Meta, and at Xbox is 80. PS5 price? No, Letech, it's even worse. It's even worse, my friend. It's even worse. You ready for this? I'm gonna show it to you. Letech, it's even worse, man. It's even worse. I mean, I saw this and I was like, wow, you can't no. Read it for yourself, my friend. It's worse than that. It's worse than that, my friend. Did you see the Avowed rating on PS Store, Louis, sitting at 4.7? That's nice. Good, good, good. That's good, though. No, I did not see it, though. That's good. That's good. You see that, Tech? That's even worse. Sony will offset soaring RAM prices by further monetizing PS players. You know what they're going to do by that, Tech? They're going to charge their base PS players, the ones that are there right now, they're gonna find a way to charge them more money in order for them to face the RAM crisis, so they can keep their consoles at the price they have it on. That's insane. Wow. I mean, reading that, I'm like, I want to see what they're gonna do out there on Twitter, though. It's gonna be interesting for them to see. They'll probably ignore it, not acknowledge it, because their egos are not gonna let them face this, and that's true though. Why did my camera go up there though? Come on, camera, follow me. Follow me, camera. Follow me. Okay, perfect. There you go. Stop it right there. Ah, man. Real quick chat. Let me go take a tinkle. But yeah, the tech. There's the news. Crazy news out there, though. Let me go take a leak. Be right back. 1 second, though. 1 second, my friends. 1 second. Run, Lou, run. Run, Lou, run. So yes, chat and let tech. That's what's happening out there. Crazy, crazy, crazy when it comes to that. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Hey, Jago6, what's up, brother? Good morning to you. How you doing? And shout out to the 50 people here on the show. Please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. And also hit that bell. Go for it. Go for it. Let's go. Love Bird. Let's see. So wait. And they said they were hitting it. Oh, they were hitting it though. Ah, amazing. You know, you got that's the thing though. Remember, chat, listen, when they say they hate it, it's because they don't have it. It's just like Game Pass. They really diss the hell out of Game Pass. They really do. They go out there and destroy Game Pass all the way. But if they had it though, they were like, yay, Game Pass is awesome. Hmm. Oh, no, no, don't joke. Oh, I see. Exactly. Exactly. There you go. You see, Tech is a smart man. The PS5 Pro doesn't interest me. I think it's a console designed to scam people. My PS5 Slim is enough for me. My old PS5 Fat is just sitting in my room. There you go. That's true though. I mean, I see that too though. But let's take, to be honest though, the only thing I defend it is if you have a PS4 and you got the money to go to the PS5 Pro, I say go for it, right? If you got the money though. But if you got a PS5 though, and you want to upgrade a PS5 Pro, no, I'm sorry. That's just no, no. It's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. 100% right there is not worth it though. That's the only thing I say about the PS5 Pro that I can, you know, say something positive about it. Like say, okay, if you got a regular PS4 and you got the money to get a PS5 Pro, go for it. I mean, why not? But from PS5 to PS5 Pro, no, don't. Sorry, don't do that though. That's crazy. I saw some PS5 fan calling out Xbox, making a lazy PS5 port and calling Xbox bad. Yet they said Xbox bad for making a flawless Forza Horizon 5 PS5 Pro port. No matter what, they are not happy. Of course. You notice that? They never are, though. They never are. Game Pass is awesome, so is Louis. Thank you for that, Casey. I appreciate that. Play with Game Pass and Game Pass also on PC. That's what you gotta do, man. That's what you gotta do. Game Pass is awesome, though. It's still expensive, but yeah. The only thing I complain about Game Pass is damn, you guys are so damn expensive, but it's hard to get away from it because it just keeps on delivery. You just keep on getting. You're like at a buffet. You're like you pay that $30 to go into a buffet, and you're like, more food, more food. Just keeps on giving you food, 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 food. Oh man, it's so good. Mm. Sony is happy. Ponies don't complain. Oh, they all go pull. I want to see what's gonna happen today. After that news out there, they're gonna squeeze money out of them. I want to see how they're gonna spend this though. I want to see who's gonna be happy. I want to see who's gonna be sad though. It's gonna be funny though. The Witcher 3 is coming in Game Pass today. I played it when it drops. BB Money, The Witcher 3 has been in Game Pass like 50 times already. I don't know why haven't you played that game though? BB Money, what's wrong with you? Play it. Man, wow. Shout out to the 56 people here on the show. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and also hit that bell. Go for it. Oh, man, we're getting more people jumping in here this time. Maybe I should move the show times, switch the show times, to 11 or something. Wow. How about this place in 52 in the PSN shop? As they give it a week or two, and it's going to be top selling laugh out loud ponies ain't beating the allegations. Yeah, it was a good price though. The Witcher 3, I gotta get back to the game, but I just keep telling myself I can't what we were right now, today is February 18th. We're right now 10 days away from Requiem. 10 days. Oh, I gotta ask my chat something though. Let me start a Q&A poll. Shoot, my screen froze again. I hate it when it freezes though. Why is my screen freezing though? Help me out, chat, with that. All the time it's starting to freeze. Like every time I click on something, it starts to freeze though. So I'm gonna ask you the chat and tell me what should I do, because I do whatever you guys tell me with this. Because I already did this once on PC, but RE9 Requiem. Xbox, PC. So I want to see what you guys got to say though. And not streaming. I'll let you guys decide for me, because really, I'm ready for Requiem. So Resident Evil 4, I played it here on PC, and I played it here because I got it for a good price, and I decided to play it here. So now I'm asking you guys, because if I should go ahead and buy a PC to stream it with you guys, because that's an option, or I should just go ahead and buy it on my Xbox, just play it on my Xbox, all by myself, all by myself, Yeah, so I'm asking you guys, who want me to stream it or play it on the Xbox. Is your choice. Whatever you guys say right there. Let's see though. Also, Pokemon 30th anniversary. eBay says that first. No, why? Louis, every game that is dark, you should play it on the OLED. Oh. Mm. I got a Q. Is it a QLED? Speaking of that, I got to order a new monitor. Chat, thank you for reminding me of that. I gotta ask Roberto for a Samsung monitor. I'm looking at. See what the price is. I gotta order that sucker to bring it in here. Yes, sir. No, it's not. No, it's not. That's the complaint. Judge Gordon went out there and complained about that it's not play anywhere. As of now, though, but down the road it will be played anywhere. Now the question is, if it's in the Microsoft Store, of course I will buy it in the Microsoft Store just to have it there in case it becomes a play anywhere title. Mm. Every game that is dark is played in the OLED though. Mm. Hmm. PC, man, you guys want to see me be scared though. That's the damn problem. You guys want to see me be scared. That's what you guys want and laugh at me. Because that game looks fucking scary. I mean, there's like a big ass thing that comes through a door though. Shit, trying to hump you. Damn. I mean, from the trailers, that's what I saw though. Play it on Xbox to avoid my crashes. Any crashes, just in case. If it's gonna crash, it's gonna crash though. No matter what. The games. I mean, bro, the game's probably out to Let me see. Which one is that one though? Let me go take a look at this. Because I think it's the Odyssey OLED, right? Samsung Galaxy OLED. But why do I type in Galaxy though? Samsung Odyssey OLED review. Because I like the Odyssey monitors though. I love them. No joke. I love them. There you go. So wow. Look at that. The Samsung G8 One SF is a premium 4K 2040 hertz. And it says here, this is incredible though. Console gaming 9.4. Office 8.4. Editing 9.2. Brightness is 6.8 though. Response time 9.8. HDR picture. Wow, that's amazing though. You see? Ooh, I'm liking this. Deep black looks purple in bright room, distracting VR flicker with changing frame rates. What PC do you have, Louis? I got a 3080. 1994 PC with Windows 95. No, I'm just kidding. Imagine 3080 playing Windows 95. No, but you know what's so funny, you I didn't have issues with playing Resident Evil 4 though. I didn't have issues with that. It was actually pretty good though. So let's see. But if I were to get this device, what? No. Hey, yo, you said for $500 right now it's at 874. No, that's too much cash though. Damn. 3080 up. Hey, don't be making fun of my graphic card. It's good. Good enough for me. And it plays good too. We gotta say that. We can't lie. I mean, it plays game's good. Hey. No. He's like, it's time to upgrade though. If I had the cash pickles, I would upgrade though. But I gotta get the cash though. I gotta get the cash flowing to upgrade though. I got a lot of stuff in my life. I gotta get the cash flowing to upgrade the better PC though. Not candy though. Let me see. Samsung Odyssey Curve though. Samsung Odyssey Curve. Hey, you guys put in the votes though. I guess Xbox is winning though. Curved. I like curved monitors though. I don't know why curved monitors look great. They look beautiful. It's just like because my monitor's curved, my friends. My monitor's curved and it's beautiful. There you go. All right. That's too much. Too much. There it is. Found it. It's called the G6 Odyssey. There you go. That's the one I should get though. Is it curved though? That shit is flat. Ain't no damn curve. Give me curved monitor. I don't want flat screens. I have an RTX 3060 12 Go amazing GPU series. Nice. There you go. But it's not. It's 4K 60 G5. I'm looking for OLED models. Louis likes curves. Yes, when it comes to monitors, I like curves though. I do because I'm already used to this curve monitor. Flat's for TV. I like things to be curved when it comes to like that curvy thing right there. It's like beautiful. It curves, it looks nice at you, and it shines so well. It's a beautiful. I like my OLED. I have a QLED monitor, and trust me, it's really good. It's a Samsung Odyssey too. I like Samsung though when it comes down to monitors though. Let me see though. Let me look for it. Samsung curved OLED monitor. Let's see. OLED in 3D? I don't want no damn OLED 3D monitor. What the hell am I going to do with OLED? Ah, there you go. Is it this one though? 57 inches is too damn big though. Damn. Contact games still optimized, best on console release like High on Life 2 on a Series X is perfect compared to junky PC port. There you go. When it's curved, you gotta smack like the burger meat. What? Downloading High on Life says Sappho, go for it, Sappho, go for it, go for it. hmm. Wait, I looked at the G7 already though. That G7 monitor looks pretty cool. Best in class. OLED gaming monitor. Yes! Does it have HDMI 2.1? No, it does not have HDMI 2.1. Why don't y'all have HDMI 2.1 though? 3D video conversion. Why the hell am I gonna? Says quantum mini LED. What's a quantum mini LED though? Arr, arr. Software already played High on Life 2. Beautiful and good game. Really? Good stuff. Pause. Yeah, pause. We gotta hit the pause there, Stop it like the meat burger. Yeah. Get a 32C5 and use it as a monitor. Jesus, why so serious? I thought you loved me though. I mean, buying an OG C2 right now? Oh. Let me see what the price is on the OG C32. OG C3 32 inches. Let's see that. Phew. I'm still looking at the Samsung though. That Samsung really got me, interested though. I want to get a curved Samsung though, to be honest though, because damn, whew. Oh, you gotta buy 2.1 cables separated. I got 2.1 speed cables here. I got enough 2.1 speed cables. Another thing that I'm really mad about the PS5 is this, my chat. No joke. I'm not kidding you. Is my friends, is that I bought a cable. Supposedly it works for the PS5, and guess what? It worked one day and never worked again. I'm not joking, you chat. That's what the PS5 did to me. And I'm pissed off about it because I bought two cables. I bought one for the Xbox, one for the PS5, and yes, man, PS5 is not compatible with any webcam, just its own webcam, not compatible. Oh, I bought that PlayStation webcam for nothing. I said I'm gonna buy it to play exclusives on Twitch. That was a waste of money. Seriously, I have like 4 cameras here, no, 5 cameras now. But I gotta look at monitors though. Gotta look at monitors. Yep, I gotta do that, my friends. I gotta buy a monitor just to have an extra monitor here. Seriously, let's take no joke, no joke. And I read it did work for the PS5, and when I plugged in the to the PS5, it worked one day and never again. I don't know why. I do not know why. It's like you gotta buy the cable that works for the PS5. It's insane. And the cable for the PS5 is like this big. It's short. And so what I did was I did a hole on the wall to pass a tube into the wall so that way the cables aren't hanging. And the PS5 cable does hang, and you see it. Yeah, I want to get I want to get a Samsung. I want to stick to Samsung. I like the Samsung monitors. They're beautiful. They got a cool design. Yeah. Look at why so serious. Yeah, you know why so serious. I'm about to say that though because at 12:30 I gotta go to the dentist because I'm finally my chat. Please, Lord, finally getting my tooth in there. God, I hope I get my tooth in today because I don't want to deal with dentists for another 6 months. I don't. I'm tired of going to the dentist to get this tooth out of the way. Seriously, I'm tired of it. Be done. Be gone, tooth, be gone. But I have left to launch because I know it will be patched to fix any issues. It will have launch hold. One has I gotta play that game. But like I said, I'm waiting for Requiem though. I'm waiting for Requiem. Wow, everybody is waiting for Xbox though. Incredible. Yeah, I don't know why that title does not have Xbox Play Anywhere, but let me check on something because if it's in the Xbox Store app, I will buy it on the Xbox Store app and stream it on PC though. If it's not, I'm gonna pick it up for the Xbox though. No joke. Implants take forever to put in. Oh shoot, I started this process. When was it, Chad? In November? Was it in November that I started the process though? You guys remember that? I think it was in November though. And we're right now in February, and it's been 4 months though. No joke. Let's see though. Chad, if I can buy it on the Xbox store, then we are playing it and streaming it because I'm not afraid to buy it here and play it with you guys, because if the date comes by, it's an Xbox Play Anywhere, then I'll get it from. It's gonna be for the Xbox though. Yours took 9 months. Oh wow, that's crazy. So let's see, chat, if we do have it in store. Oh, Oregon Trail 60% off. I gotta buy that Oregon Trail game. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I gotta buy it. I love the Oregon Trail. You guys are mean as hell. Damn. Let me see though. Hold on a second. I don't see it here. Let me go see if I can. I'll Google that up. Resident Evil Requiem. Will it be on the MS Store? Let's see now. Yes, Resident Evil Requiem is available for Xbox Series S upon MS PC Store. All right, let's see now. So Resident Evil Requiem will launch on 27 for PC, specifically via Steam and the Epic Games Store. So no, it's not going to be on the Windows PC program. So if I do buy it on Xbox, it's just going to be for Xbox. It's not on the Windows PC program. If it was on there, it would have been. I would have bought it though. That sucks. It should have had it on the Microsoft Store because if I wanted to buy it on PC and stream with you guys, I should be able to do it though. That sucks. Why is Osiris laughing his butt off? Now, if I find a deal on it, like I did Resident Evil 4, though, I'll get it on PC for Steam, though, if I find a deal. And then when it comes to Xbox Play Anywhere, I'll get it Xbox Play Anywhere. That's what I'll do, though. Because, yeah, I'm a guy that does that. I do that. You can cast teeth. Yes, Latek, remember that? Man, normal teeth are somewhere between MBG's baby teeth and Y'all are so mean. Damn. Y'all are so mean though. No, Pickles is not in the Xbox app. Because if it was there, I would have bought it for the Xbox app. And I would seriously play with you guys, I would seriously play with you guys. I would be here, playing Resident Evil 9. I would just buy it on the Xbox app and just play it here and stream it on PC. But it's not there, my friends. So, yeah. It's not there. It sucks it's not there. Seriously, that sucks. Why do ponies look like Batman villains? I mean, that's kind of offense to the poor Batman villains, though. I mean, look, Batman villains kick ass, so come on, you Bane, kick ass. Seriously, Batman without his villains wouldn't be a cool Batman, though. It wouldn't. The villains is what makes Batman cool. That's the truth, though. Without his villains, Batman would not be cool, 100%. Because if you notice, though, when you look at the Batman, what's this guy's name? Not Snyder, the other one, the one who did the other Batmans, the other three Batmans. The Batman Begins, Batman. Dark Knight Rises. You know, if you look at that, they focus too much. They focus more on the villains than Batman, though, and the villains is what really makes Batman interesting. No joke. That's how I see it, though. That's how I see it, though. But you're offending right there the poor Batman villains, man. Batman villains kick ass. Come on, man. Ponies are more annoying than that, though. No, Joe. I don't know why they're so annoying. I don't know why they want to go out there and just Christian Bale. Yeah, the Batman, the Christian. Yeah, Nolan. Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Tenero's Nolan series. Yeah, Christopher Nolan. Yes, he did a good job. Like for example, the Joker. Phew, just watching the Joker play around and Batman trying to figure out who the hell the Joker is, how he's gonna tackle down the Joker. Ah, man, that's awesome. That's awesome. The plan was amazing. D-Badge looking like Temu Predator. Man, you making fun of Predator now. Man, what are you making? Predators are not annoying. Predators kick ass. Predators go all over the place, man, and they hunt down and they take the skulls out as trophies. Predators are awesome. Getting a message, my friends. Hold on. Okay. But chat, listen up. The crazy ones gotta go. My appointment is in 40 minutes. I gotta go brush my teeth and head out to the dentist. Predator Bananas on Disney Plus. Good movie. Oh, yes, it is, Rachie. It is. I love the storytelling. You know who's that? You know who's the predator that lands at the ending? Guess who that is, though? Batman Begins was the best one. Fight me? Temple Fisk. I have to rewatch Badlands, though. Best one, though. You really think Batman Begins is the best one? Well, I gotta say, the Batman Begins, it really portrayed a lot to Bruce Wayne, though. It really did. And it really did a good job of Bruce Wayne. You actually do enjoy Bruce Wayne in Begins more than you enjoy Bruce Wayne in the later ones. Because Bruce Wayne in the Begins, though, it's cool how he goes in. It's like, yeah, I need some gear for Spelunky or for cave diving. Or really, you think the Dark Knight was the worst, though? Just say Buzz. He said, "What's up, Louis? How's the art? Hot." No, Keaton played a better Batman, though. Like, look, if we sit down and we look at the Batmans, right? I always say this, right? Christian Bale kicked ass as Bruce Wayne more than Batman. Because really, that voice, I'm Batman. It's like, no. It's not. No. Sorry, no. So Keaton played, a better Batman. Bruce Wayne was Christian Bale, but the best Batman in fighting though was the Ben Affleck Batman. Though you just cannot take that warehouse scene down. You cannot take that warehouse scene down. I'm sorry, you just can't. That's got to be the best Batman fight out there. No joke. Not kidding you. That warehouse fight though is fucking amazing. You can. I just listen. I have on my YouTube as one like if I want to see like a good fighting scene, like a good superhero fight, I go see that one. Yeah, I didn't like any of the Batman movies. Yeah, they're good. They're not bad though. I love them. What I love about was the bad guys though. Can't believe you did not. I did not believe you thought Dark Knight Rises was the worst though, because Bane was awesome though. It doesn't matter who we are. What matters is our plan. But yeah, Keaton played a better Batman though. Like how he portrayed, in the like sneaking in the dark, and doing what he had to do, to get the Joker was pretty cool. I mean, he played just a cool Batman though. He did. He didn't have that voice thing saying, "Oh, I'm Batman." He just said, "I'm Batman." Oh man, that's awesome. Grizz, the hoo dilly, what's up? Credit card Batman? Ah, hell no. George Clooney sucked. No. Chad, you know what's so funny? I'm not kidding you, I thought Batman and Robin was made in 1993, but that movie was a 97 movie. How the hell did that was a weird thing though. And funny story though, when I look at what's it called? What's this movie called? From Dusk Till Dawn. I thought From Dusk Till Bond. Did I say Bond? From Dusk Till Dawn was a 1990 movie too. And I did not know that George Clooney got his big break from VR. Did I say VR? ER, sorry, from the TV show ER. I did not know that though. Val Kilmer was a. I don't get the camera to follow me. How is that a good Batman though? This is Val Kilmer's. That's all he did. That's Val Kilmer's Batman. He was a. How is Val Kilmer the best Batman? Dear Lord. Listen, Batman and Robin could be the worst, but for me, Val Kilmer's Batman is the worst one. No joke. It's the worst one. You got Two Face, um, being all crazy and too damn comedic, and you also had Jim Carrey to the spin. No. I mean, look, I love Jim Carrey, don't get me wrong. He's a great comedian and everything, but as a Riddler, though, he really messed up the Riddler, and Two Face was really crazy messed up. At least in Batman and Robin, even though they had their jokes, even though Mr. Freeze and all this stuff, blah, 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 and Poison Ivy was, Poison Ivy. She had the flow for Poison Ivy, but they did better villains than Two Face and Riddler. Oh my God, it was just too terrible. Too terrible. No, 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 no. And if they added that damn big bat scene into that movie, that would have been it. Michael Keaton was fantastic at Batman. It would be nice if they had the Christian Bale story mixed and combined with the new Matt Reeves' darker tone of Robert Patterson's Batman movie. Yeah, I agree with you there because I gotta say though they really have done a good job with Robert Patterson's Batman movie. They really have. I mean, I like how it's all pitched the way it is. They have done a fantastic job with it. Really, really, really. And I like how they're doing like the whole detective side of Batman because what's interesting about Batman is the detective work out of everything. The fighting scene though, it needs to get better. I gotta say that. But yeah, but Michael Keaton hands down is the best like for the best suit, right? I mean, I gotta say I love Michael Keaton's suit, and I love how literally how he used the darkness, and everything. I mean, Tim Burton really did a good job with that movie though. He really did. He really did. I mean, Batman looked like a scary guy. Not only that, you see that guy like you see Michael Keaton. He's like 5'6" or 5 foot. I don't know the height of Michael Keaton, but when you see him pick up like the Joker with his two hands and he lifts him off the ground, you're like, man, this guy's strong. Even though he's short, though, he really did a good job. But again, like I say this, Batman though, the best portrayal of Batman, Michael Keaton is the winner. Best Bruce Wayne is Christian Bale. But the best Batman fighting scene, hands down, is Batman v Superman, the warehouse scene. You just cannot. No. I don't know. No joke. No joke. Mm-mm. And Robert Patterson, though, he's doing the detective work, so it's pretty good. I like the detective work a lot more on this one than I liked it on the Nolan trilogy, though. He's really doing a good job, though. He's being like the detective Batman is pretty cool. Now the fighting though, he's okay. He needs to get better. But yeah, chat, like always, before I go, what you all been playing? Y'all got me into this Batman rant, and man, it's 12:31. I gotta get to the dentist though. But what y'all been playing, my friends? What y'all been playing? Yesterday night I didn't play games though. It was my father's B-day, hanging out with him, had a blast. Patterson is hot topic, Batman. Hey, listen. Give him props, though. Give him props. At least he's an actual portrayal of Batman because, before he was a vampire. Remember that. And when he was walking out in the sun, though, the sun shined on him. He got brightness and everything like a mirror, though. So, yeah, he played a good vampire. I mean, those movies suck, though, but yeah. What's that damn movie called? Let me put it down. Just scratch my back. Look at this man talking about damn indica again. Y'all really enjoy pissing me off, don't you? Damn Indica game. Seriously. Why you gotta bring up damn Indica? Seriously, why do you gotta bring that up? Out of all things, bring that damn Indica up. Damn. Damn. Chat depressing me. Yeah, he was. I'm not saying that Ben Affleck was not a great Batman though, but the fighting scene in the warehouse though is what really, really, I was like, wow. I mean, you cannot get a better Batman than the fighting scene right there. That's what I always say. Like the voice too, the voice he had was pretty cool, but it just did not play like a cool Batman like Christian like Michael Keaton's though. Mike Keaton made Batman just fantastic. So the new Batman needs Killer Croc, Deadshot, Solomon Grundy, and the ventriloquist. Wow. So many enemies for that Batman, though? You're going to kill Robert Patterson, though. Take it slow. Robert Patterson needs to take it slow, my friend. He needs to take it slow. Really, he does. He's going to kill poor Batman right there. Man, Killer Croc, Deadshot, shoo, Solomon Grundy, and the ventriloquist. To be honest, though, I'm with you there. They need different villains. Because, okay, we saw the Riddler. Cool. I like the Riddler, though. The Riddler, like, okay, they saw the Riddler in that movie, and, he did, to be honest, being the Riddler, he was pretty freaky, though, as a Riddler, which I found that pretty cool, though, because they need the enemies to be freaky, though. Yeah. Too much Joker, though. Like, some people say the Joker movie was really good. It was good for what it was, but it wasn't like the Joker movie I wanted. You're playing NG Ragebound. It's okay, getting kind of repetitive. Riddler has been done. Yeah, but the thing about the Riddler, though, just said though, we have not seen a more sinister Riddler than this one. The Riddler for Batman Forever sucked. Seriously, it's just like I said, Batman Forever for me is the worst. Batman be out there. You have Batman with his mouth open. I was like, come on, Val Kilmer, I mean, close your mouth, close your mouth, close your mouth. But again, it probably was exhausted, from wearing that suit, because wearing the Batman suit is exhausting, though. It is. It's heavy. It makes you sweat. You can't pee. All this stuff. Yeah. But I did not like that scarecrow from Batman Begins, though. I like. I didn't like him though. It could have been more freakier though. Yeah, Clayface. Oh my god, with the CGI, would be amazing. But chat, like always, thank you all for hanging out with me today. Thank you all for super chats. Thank you all for memberships. You guys rock. You guys are awesome. I love you guys. That I seriously do. You guys are the best though. No joke, hands down. You guys are the best. That guy, stop in middle play time, can't remember his name. He's a good villain tackle. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Dr. Something. His name's Dr. Something, though. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Great shows. Always Louis. Remember, folks, hit the subscribe button on your way out. Show Louis. Love. Take care. All you too, you too. But chat, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and also hit that bell so it can tell you when XPI content comes on. And guys, have a beautiful night. Do mean a beautiful and awesome Wednesday. And as always, I will see you guys on the Xbox International Podcast at 7 p.m. ET with Soundbowl, the Big Plume, and Silent Cypher. On Fridays, if I mean they don't XP en Español with Elvis, Eliasita, and Metal Berserker. And last but not least, good morning with Crazy Little Gaming when I send the signal out over there on Twitter X, Blue Sky, Discord, and YouTube. And that's why you gotta hit that bell so you can know when the crazy one comes on talking about what's happening in the gaming news world. Have a beautiful Wednesday, my friends, and I will see you guys tomorrow morning on Good Morning with Crazy Little Gaming. Bye, y'all. Have an awesome one.